All right.
Hmm.
Time. Another episode. Homebrew Advantage.
Ha ba va va.
We're out here
Mama.
in Doom, doing the thing. What happened last time? You're probably asking. That's a great question.
Who could say?
I believe after picking up from a fight on the ship of Captain Morrissey, you all were dragged down to the depths beneath the ocean, where you stumbled into a sort of ship graveyard there at the bottom of some less fortunate um, explorers, searchers, whatever they may have been doing. And you came into contact with the guardian of Tritonia, which was a large kraken. Um, and you fought the kraken for a very brief stint before Ziggy, I believe, had the idea to turn it into a crab. I think it was.
It was a crab. And yeah, Eric, you weren't mad at all about that, right?
No, it was fine.
I mean, to be
Kraken,
fair, it is your fault because you rolled a 2 on
I,
the saving throw.
yes, of
So
course. I shouldn't have taken. I should. Everything I play should always have legendary resistance. That's just what I'm running. Everybody has legendary resistance all the time. But no, so you turn him into a crab. It worked. It worked magnificently. And you made your way into the halls of Tritonia, and met with an individual named Remulus, who was a Triton, and he divulged to you all that it was no accident that you were brought here to Tritonia and tested in the way that you were. Because Captain Morrissey, the one who you all sought out, is in fact a Triton himself,
Called
who
it.
disguises himself under the guise of a human. Um, and he brought you all to the Tritons because they needed your help, or the help of someone at the very least, of gaining access to a coastal stronghold of a group known as the Kuran, who recently came into possession of a powerful relic that he said would allow them to travel unimpeded through the sea, through Triton territory, control the waters, do a lot of things that could cause significant shifts in power on the continent and also threaten the sovereignty of the Tritons themselves. And so you were asked to break into this stronghold, retrieve the relic from a magically sealed vault, and return it to the Tritons. And so you all did some planning. You traveled out to the Shimmer Run, which is the river that leads into the Everreach Sea, and is the river on which the stronghold is built. And so you have situated yourselves on the far side of the river, opposite the stronghold. And I believe you spent some time in the evening just kind of scoping it out a bit. And I don't think you all have rested yet. I think it's sort of drawing towards evening. And you were just kind of settling in and kind of keeping watch on it. Wasn't sure if you were going to do any reconnaissance ahead of your planning, but I think we've ended with, we'll pick up with you guys on the far banks of the Shimmer Run.
Yeah, I think we were gonna sleep in the forest.
Yes, you
Was
have some cover along the banks of the river, and I think you guys were settling in there for the night.
Chabra. Okay. So what are we doing,
All
bros?
right.
Well,
Oh.
we've got we've got big plans ahead. I don't think we should spend any time waiting. I mean, we need to rest up, but I think it's time to go on a heist.
can't say
I
that.
I wonder
well.
if it's worth at least going ahead to scope out from a bird's eye view
Mhm.
what the fortress looks like. If we can look in through the wall or down from the wall, just get a sense of if the information provided to us is actually accurate.
Mhm. That is what I was thinking too, Zaire, because, Whirl, you might be really used to doing stuff like this. Heist, thievery, robbing, killing,
Oh,
some small assassinations every now and again. But
in there.
I feel like, yeah, I need more information. I think that we need to have a better sense of when the guards are coming and going, what sort of mechanism they have to get into the vault. A better lay of the land. Maybe not a lot of time, but at least maybe 24 hours to come up with a more formulated scheme.
Yeah, I mean, we can only plan so much, right? Who knows? We've tried to plan so much so far, and look how that's gone. Nothing we've expected has happened. So, we can plan a little bit, maybe scope it out, but, why hesitate?
I'm with
Whirl,
Whirl.
acolyte of chaos.
I'm with Whirl. I've never done a heist, so whatever Steely McSteely Pants says we should do, I think we should do.
Just a little bit of reconnaissance, just a little bit of planning.
We can
For a
scope it
treat.
out.
That's a treat.
How far away are we from the keep right now?
The river at this point is fairly wide. So if you guys were situated directly across from it, which I kind of more or less figured you all were, I would say it is probably 3/4 of a mile to a mile across.
Oh,
The
okay.
river is wide.
But it's like right on the other side. So like if we were flying,
Yep.
it would take like 5-10 minutes to get there.
Oh yeah, it'd take you you get there very quickly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can turn into a bird and go like scope shit out.
Not to be rude, Ziggy, but we also have a bird.
He's a bird.
Yeah, but like I'm a less conspicuous bird. I feel like, people see giant Birdman, they're like, what the fuck is giant Birdman doing here? Whereas if they
Yeah,
see
but
Thought we had
Giant Birdman, as you so affectionately are all calling me, can also be invisible Giant Birdman.
also true.
I thought we had a penguin.
I will just know that these remarks are made out of respect and reverence for my presence here, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
thank you.
Do you think of yourself as more of a duck than a penguin?
Okay.
We're just kidding.
I refuse to entertain it anymore.
I'm just quacking jokes.
Oh no.
Can I kill him?
Tomorrow you can kill him, Zaire. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, I feel like that's pretty safe, Zaire, for you to be invisible and flying around the keep to get some information.
And happy to have Ziggy come along.
Sure, dude.
Okay.
Are we good? Let's head out now. Is that like the plan?
I think so. Does that work for everybody?
Do we want to bring
Yeah,
Whirl?
no, that's
Whirl
fine. I'll
can
just
fly
sit here.
too.
Yeah, let's fly.
Let's make her invisible. Can someone make her invisible?
I think
I
make them.
can fly and I can be invisible too if we need 4 people to do this, but I don't think we need 4.
No, that's
think
fine.
less
All of
is
you
more.
with your power of flight and your wings can go have a great adventure, and I'll sit here in the fucking sand and I'll make a little castle of my own, and it will be a great day for all of us.
I want to
It
say
sounds like
that
it's a
like
great day, Kami.
I want to say that flying's not all it's cracked up to be, but it's actually pretty dope. So you're missing out.
Thanks, Ziggy.
You're welcome.
Actually,
do what
Kami,
you
if
have
you
to
want to
do.
fly, I can also help you fly, Kami, if we wanted to make
No,
a
I
full
don't.
party
I
excursion. You know,
I would also say that maybe we shouldn't have everybody go. Just like the less moving
Mhm.
pieces, the better.
I'm okay to stay on the ground. I can fly, but why not be, on the ground just in case something goes wrong?
True.
Wow, what an
Sacrifice.
interesting philosophical conundrum: having wings and choosing to stay on the ground.
Hmm.
I'm also okay to stay behind, and maybe between me, Kami, and Whirl, we'll be able to come up with a little bit of a better plan than we were
Sure.
cooking up last time as you do the
But-
reconnaissance.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
One problem. Don't you need the information from the reconnaissance to make the plan, though?
Well, like they can like
I'm going to make
brainstorm.
loose plans. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'm not a whole. I'm
Mhm.
not a big planner, so I'm like super down to not be that person.
This is going to go great.
Ziggy, you're my kind of guy.
I'm more of a vibes guy. Just like go in and see what happens.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm there with you.
Okay. Well, Eric? How dark is it, or light is it?
It's still like in the evening, so I would say fading, but still daylight.
Well, I'm gonna go before the sun sets, and it's harder to see. I forget who is coming with me.
I'm coming with you, bro.
Ziggy.
Okay.
I'm gonna at that point, if we're gonna head out, I'm gonna wild shape into a let's go with a raven.
Yes, the typical desert bird, the raven.
Um.
To be fair, the desert's on the other side.
Yeah, they're like it's like
Okay. It's a little oasis.
yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead and cast invisibility. How long is it? Like, how far long would it take time-wise to fly there, Eric?
Like 5-10 minutes.
Couple minutes, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Just you?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be a bird.
And then, Whirl, you're going
This
with
map
them.
is really cool.
Are you invisible, or you're not going with them?
I'm staying with Kami and
You're
Maeve.
staying. Okay.
Mhm.
You ain't got the ball. Sorry, I don't know what it was. Just the way Eric said it. Are you invisible?
I'm invisible.
Invisible. Invisible.
Invisible.
Invisible.
It's happening again.
Can we stop making fun of the DM before he decides to wipe our party in this fortress? Thank you.
The DM will
Prize
remember
trap!
this.
I feel like the DM still has to get back at us for the Kraken, so we're already in the shitter.
Who knows? Okay, so you guys are seated on the bank of the river, kind of where you had set up camp, and you watch Ziggy in his raven form sort of fly off over the water, but Zaire you cannot see; he is invisible. As they begin their sort of trek across the river, not a trek, flight. Do you want to start with you three back at camp? May, you'd said you wanted to do some more planning, talk about options of things. I'm gonna do that before you have more information in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
So, May's going to get out all of her papers and the sketch that we were given and start just brainstorming if there are 4 to 5 guards. I think that is a few enough number where we're able to potentially try and charm them all. Now, the key is we have to get into the vault area. So I think we can turn some people invisible to be able to do that. And then I'm just going to keep making plan A, plan B, plan C, but the main plan being I'm imagining Kami's head is spinning as May is crafting plan on plan on plan. But if we're able to get to one of the chief guards, right, one of the ones, and he has some sort of a key mechanism that he's able to get into the vault that way, he's the one that we really have to charm. So, Whirl, how do you feel about your charm capabilities right now?
I mean, I can charm, or I can make him sleep for a little bit.
It's true. How many people can you put to sleep?
Well, when I say sleep, I mean give him a little boop in the back of his head.
Oh, well,
That's okay, right?
maybe, but we might need to boop a lot of people at the same time.
I mean, I'm happy to boop whoever.
Okay, well, we'll put booping on the list of potential plans.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I can charm. I can speak a little bit to him. I guess, what do you want me to say? What should I be doing?
I was thinking if the number of guards is right and we can charm them all, including the chief guard or whatever he calls himself, then we'll be able to convince one of them to open the vault up for us and not set off any of the alarms.
I like it. Above game, do you have a charm spell? Sick. Yeah. I mean, if that's something you can do, let's save it until the moment that we really need it.
Okay.
It'll be hard to know, but I mean, I think we'll get a pretty good vibe once we get in there when we'll need to use it. But, I mean, we're all pretty skilled fighters if it comes down to it. I know you want to stay away from violence. I'm trying. I told you I'm trying to change my ways slightly. But let's do it a clean way. Let's try to be clean about it.
Yeah, I mean, we all love trying new things, right? And this just imagine this as a new thing for you, Whirl. Not murdering anybody.
Yeah. And new for you, being successfully sneaky and getting into locked places. It's all new.
It's very true. Okay. And then, yeah, let's wait. I guess let's wait until we have more information. But I feel like if we can charm our way in, and then maybe, Kami, you're good at distractions. Would you be willing to form some sort of distraction if we needed to? To get the rest of the guards out of the area?
Lord.
Okay. Kami, start thinking about what sort of distraction you'd be able to pull off. Okay.
Break something.
Like bones.
Like bones or an intricate vase.
Something of value.
Or someone's heart. No, I'm just kidding.
Or the fourth wall.
Look, I made a bridge. What? 8 seconds? 10 tops?
Okay.
Look, I made the bridge.
Okay. And so I'm going to spread out our options in front of us and then wait for more information.
Okay.
Okay.
To the advanced party. You make your way across the river The sun beats down on the water, and it gives that nice little shimmery shine to the surface. And you notice the current here is not particularly strong. It opens up pretty wide at the mouth, and so the current kind of slows as it enters the ocean. And so it's very nice, very pleasant. Seems like it'd be a nice place if there wasn't, a stronghold full of guys that probably don't like you too much over here.
We don't know that they don't like us yet.
That's true.
Just saying.
They might not after this, though. We'll see.
I'm a very likable person.
And as you approach, you see a couple of guards out front. I will display them where they stand, if I can size this properly.
Display them thusly.
Ooh.
So you see about 5 guards outside as you approach, as well as a couple people that seem to be sort of milling about, traveling maybe from the docks to the side building over here. But 5 that seem to be standing at a post of some sort. 2 in the back on the parapets, 2 at the front gate, and 1 at this side building over here. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys where do you want to go? What are you looking for? What are you
I
investigating?
think we're probably doing things independently. So.
Okay. You want to split up?
I mean, I have no idea where he is, and I feel like maybe noise isn't the best way to go about things. So I'm probably just gonna land up on the top section because I know that's where the vault is, and just kind of like land on the windowsill and look in and see what I see.
Okay. And Zaire, where are you going to be going?
So I was going to initially circle the premise to see the perimeter guards, and then that front balcony, that's like right behind the main, like above and behind the main gate. Yeah, that one. I was going to kind of fly up towards it to see if there's like not occupied, potentially land quietly on the ledge to see if like I look in, but then also like down, see like the area right behind the walls.
Okay. So Ziggy, landing on the top section, you notice this is it's not the top floor in the sense that it wasn't the top floor that you guys had been sort of given on your map. This is probably somewhat above that. So this is just kind of a roof section. There are some sort of lookout equipment here. There's tables for seemingly the guards that are keeping watch from the top of the wall. Tables and things like that for them to sit around and eat at, and some crates of food that are up here. You notice there's no windows in sort of the section below it. So that next floor is seemingly more closed off. And Ziggy, as you sort of land over here, it's
You mean Zaire?
similar. This is an outdoor balcony. Again, seemingly used more for lookout. You see a couple of like suits of armor as like decorative by the doors that lead in into the stronghold. But as you also kind of look around, you see there's the wall protecting it, and then kind of some space in the main courtyard before kind of the main building. And what you're seeing on the map is a little bit different, obviously, than what is actually it, because this is just what I found online. But this main building here, kind of from here to here and across, that's kind of what you are getting the sense was conveyed to you via the map that was drawn. This sort of central square building has the 2 floors in it that you were shown. And the rest of it is kind of just maybe not put to as much use since it's fallen into the hands of the Kuran. and it's kind of used more as leisure space, open space. This is where a decent amount of them live from time to time. So for a decent amount of time, so it's been turned into various recreational space and things like that.
Do I notice any moving patrols within the walls?
Within the walls, you don't notice any like anybody kind of like patrolling in any sort of pattern or anything like that. In this section, no. The
Is there
guards are
a
pretty stationary. They're not moving around.
And then is there more than one, from my vantage point, access to that interior building beyond what looks like the front entrance right beyond the main gate? So like that 2-story building that's kind of the center of the complex. Is there like a side door where like servants might use to come in and out to like usher food or other goods in? Or do I know?
So there is there's the main entrance. As you're kind of investigating around the outside,
Around the
think of where this would
outside.
be.
Around the outside.
Um,
My brain just did that too. Incredible.
you see kind of on this far side on the right, there's like a secondary entrance that is not as sort of grandiose as the main one. And it seems like that would be kind of the one that you're looking for. You also notice there's like some sort of chimney stacks on that side as well, as if like some sort of kitchen or stove oven was on that side of it, which may again be a clue to what the purpose of this entrance is.
Is there any smoke coming out of the chimney stack?
There is currently from one of them, yes.
Okay.
Is there on the top part where I am, is there like a stairway leading down, or is there like a door to a stairway that's leading down?
There is you do see what looks to be stairs leading down. Are you going to investigate them further, or you just see the top of them kind of going down?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly in.
Okay. So the stairs go down and then they end at a door. That's at the bottom of the stairs. So it is another way sort of down, but it's not just open.
Okay. In that case, I will use another shape change or wild shape. I'm gonna wild shape into a fly
Okay.
and fly under the door.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. You get kind of underneath the door, and you see another kind of staircase that now goes kind of back the other way. There's like a landing, and it kind of doubles back down. And as you kind of go down that staircase, it leads you into there's like a wall that you kind of have to go around into a hallway, and as you kind of fly around that corner and into the hallway, you see a not long, you see a short hallway, more or less, with doors on either side, and what looks to be a large metal door at the end of it,
So
circular door.
I assume that this is the vault.
The safe assumption.
And are there people in here with me?
In the hallway immediately, no.
What about those two side rooms?
Yeah, as you kind of buzz into the two side rooms, you see here.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what you can see at the moment. I tried to turn Fog of War on.
I just see. I see a
Hallway.
hallway with two sets of stairs. Kind of looks like a penis with balls.
Okay. Yeah, didn't think of that because it wasn't supposed to.
And
I can see the
then,
whole thing, so didn't think about that one.
and
But
then on the bottom left, another set of stairs with what looks like a suit of armor, a rug, and that's all I can see.
Okay. Yes. No. That's not.
Good old dick and balls.
How do I? All right. So if you fly kind of into this room here, you do see a guard in this hallway, who seems to be kind of leaning against the wall. He's seemingly half asleep. And there are a number of cells with iron bars, some sort of like holding cells here.
Like on either side.
Yep, on the other side, and then at the end as well, you can see.
There's another
kinda
cell.
goes.
Are there? Oh, it's another hallway. All right.
Yep.
I'll go down to the end of the hallway.
Yep. So at the end of the hallway, it you see 3 empty cells at the end. Oops, why didn't that work? 3 empty cells at the end, and then a wall on this side.
Okay, so this right here is just a wall with this torch on it.
Yep.
Cool. Cool, empty cells. There were no people, or were these cells empty as well? Or were these the cells that you were talking about?
This one seems to have somebody laying on one of the mats in it,
All right.
and then this one is empty as well.
All right. What's this person look like?
You see tough to get a read on them as they're lying down at the moment, with sort of long blue robes, and a hood that is over their head at the moment. But you see some gray, longer gray hair kind of falling out from underneath the hood, even as they kind of lay on their back. Hood kind of comes down over their eyes, seemingly trying to kind of block out the light and sleep.
I'll be an annoying ass fly and I'll buzz right up into their face to see what they look like. Not land on their face, but like, you know how flies be.
Yeah. You fly in. It seems to be an older woman, with sort of wrinkles starting to show on her face. Like I said, long gray hair that is kind of falling out from under her hood. And kind of as you are buzzing through, she kind of just swats a little bit, and then kind of rolls over on her side, kind of away from you.
Okay. I will continue on my way.
Also,
So,
I'm realizing I messed up. There's supposed to be a door here,
okay.
like across the hall.
Cool. So I'll fly under that door.
Yeah. Real. There he
Do
is.
both of these staircases lead up, or does one lead down?
They both lead both up and down.
Both lead both up and down. Okay.
Yeah, they're like stairwells basically that are
Cool.
going up.
Uh,
So you fly into here,
yeah.
and this opens up, and you see what looks to be a couple of guards kind of sitting at the tables. There's a number of chests. It seems like a small armory and sort of a guard, like headquarters almost, with one significantly larger individual, who is sitting alone at this table here.
Cool. And then 2 other guards, it looks like.
Yeah, here
And
here.
here. Okay. And then are these both vault
This appears to
doors?
be another door, as this one was.
Okay. And then flying over this way, I see
Yep,
this coat of armor, and then this stairwell
another like stairwell that leads down. Yeah.
leads down. Okay.
Yep. Not up. This
Um,
one only leads down.
this one only leads down.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, I will fly down this stairwell.
All right. As you're buzzing through this room, make a stealth check for me.
Stealth, 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 stealth. Da-da-da.
Think with the fly's dexterity.
I'm assuming. I don't know what a fly's dexterity would be though.
Let's see.
Um, let's look up a fly's stat block.
Let's see if we can find one. Black
Fly.
fly, 5e creatures.
Yeah.
Your dexterity is a +2.
Alright,
Your
well,
stealth is a +4.
hell yeah. 10 plus 4. 14.
Okay. All right, so you buzz through and you head down to the lower floor.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
And as you come down the stairs, the one that you went down is actually not shown here. Hold, please.
I will not hold.
You come down into this
King.
stairwell here. And once again, there's supposed to be a door. Because I'm an idiot. Is there a door? Oh, there is. It's right here.
Okay.
It's an
So
archway.
I come down this way. I see the. Are these coats of armor or are those guards?
No, those are suits of armor.
Suits of armor. Cool. Then I'll first I'll go under this door, see what's under there.
Okay. This door opens up into a long kitchen. And you see a small goblin creature seemingly working in the kitchen.
Cool. Less worry about that. So I'll fly back out under the door, and I will fly under this door and then this door.
Okay, so this one is kind of open.
Okay.
This one is closed, and you're going underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a fly. Oh, buddy. Yoda ears.
Um. Hang on. So as you pass under the door here and out to the other side, you suddenly fall out of your wild shape and back to your Ziggy form. But you do get a view of the area in here.
Oh, please tell me it's
And
empty and it was just like warded.
there's nobody in there.
Oh, thank God.
This seems to be some sort of office of somebody probably higher up. It's very decorated. It's got kind of heads on the wall, sort of trophies. 2 suits of armor as decoration in here. Looks like a map on one of the tables and some books just kind of scattered around. Not much on the desks here. Seems like it's been kept pretty tidy. The map seems like more of a permanent fixture on the desk. But yeah, you felt yourself just like forced out of your wild shape as you crossed the plane into this room.
Don't like that. So what I'm gonna
And
do, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
I have to check something real quick.
I'm going to attempt to cast Detect Magic.
I'll do that when you're dead, Michael.
I'm scared. Eric has 2 blue up.
Yeah, so you go to cast Detect Magic, but nothing happens.
Great. Okay.
Because there's no magic.
Okay. I'm gonna Oh god, my investigation is so bad, but I'm just gonna look around the room and just I don't want to touch anything. I just want to look around and like see if there is like a switch of any kind or like anything that like seems like it isn't just like notes and papers and stuff. You can make me roll
Um,
investigation. That's fine. I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not like I don't want to touch anything and
yeah,
make it
I got you.
okay.
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything, but you never know. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a 0.
Oh no.
You you start looking around, and then you kind of get caught up looking at the heads that are on the wall, the trophies, and you're like, I wonder where this guy was from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was probably a cool dude. And you kind of look over, and there's like a boar's head, and you're like, damn, those tusks are sharp. And then you go, then you're like thinking of sharp, and you're like, oh, there's a deer over there. Antlers are pretty sharp. And then you're like, who would win in a fight, a deer or a boar?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then you just kind of go off for a while, thinking about the different animals in there. And it's like 5 minutes, and you're like, oh shit, what was I doing?
Yep. Okay. I'm going to now. Are there 3 doors in here?
There's 2 on the far side and 1 on the one you came in.
Okay.
It is worth noting when you pass between these 2 that you didn't notice anybody in that hallway.
Is this over here a wall?
Is no, so this for the layout that you guys understand, these kind of go out to the main like courtyard. So these are
Okay,
like
so this
this is
is
like the main entrance into.
okay.
Yeah.
So like I would know that this is the main entrance, or like I kind of got that
Yeah.
gist. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say
Uh,
you'd be aware of that.
and that in that case, oh boy. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna try and walk out this door.
It's locked from the inside.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I will unlock the door.
Oh my god.
I was like, what?
Yeah, no, it
unlocked.
was locked, obviously, when you flew in, but it was locked from the inside. So
All right.
you kind of undo the latch, kind of pull it in, and do a quick kind of like peek
Yeah, I
out into
want to
the
be
hallway.
very sneaky, look out into the hallway to see if there's anyone there.
Nobody in that hallway as you kind of open it up
Okay, I will walk out the door.
to the main courtyard.
No, just like
Oh, into the hallway.
yeah, into this hallway.
Okay.
And then is it like the door here open?
No,
Or
there's
is it
2 like semi-grand doors that kind of like open out
okay.
into the courtyard.
Okay. Um hmm. I will fuck me.
Give me a stealth check while you're kind of standing out here in the hallway trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bob.
Oh, thank God that's high. 18 plus stealth is +3, so 21.
Okay.
I will go ahead and cast polymorph on myself, and I'm gonna turn into a what's small can fly but is sturdy because I'm scared. I'm gonna turn into a cockroach.
Okay. You go to cast polymorph on yourself,
I'm out of the
and
door. I'm out of the door. I'm out
you
in the
turn into a
hallway.
cockroach.
Okay, I was like, son of a bitch. And then I'm gonna go back up to the like top. I'm gonna like
Okay.
retrace my steps and go up to the top of the building.
Like outside.
Yeah, outside.
Okay.
And then once
We're
I'm
gonna pause there. Zaire,
Okay.
was there some investigating that you wanted to do?
Yeah, so I was going to fly down from that balcony, kind of towards. You said that there was that side door that potentially next to some of the like chimneys. Was that within the walls or outside of the walls?
It's within the like outer wall, so it's directly goes into the like the main building that Ziggy was just in.
Okay. And is there like anybody at that door?
There's not, no. And it's actually as you go approach it, it's seemingly like cracked open.
Okay. I'm gonna put a. Is there like looking at the ground? Is there any like rocks or like small like pebbles, anything like on the ground by me?
Yeah, there's it's not like a well, especially
Yeah.
this is a super old stronghold that they've sort of like taken over. So like the original courtyard's kind of like broken and there's pieces of rock and of the stone that they used to originally sort of pave the courtyard. A lot of bits and pieces of things that lying around.
So can I put Zaire's gonna pick up a small pebble, like really small, and put it at the base of the door frame. So even though that the door is cracked, it if someone tried to close it, it wouldn't like latch or close all the way.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
And
almost
then
like in between the like the back of the door, like by the hinges. So like
yeah. So it like it hinges, kind of like gets caught like a little bit, and so it
yep,
might appear like I mean, if somebody inspected it, they would notice that it wasn't completely closed, but like it wouldn't latch if it was like automatically locked.
sure, I gotcha.
And then do I hear anything from the other side of the door?
Give me a perception check.
All right. That is a 9.
You hear like some clanging, like metal on metal on the other side, but not much beyond that.
Okay. Can I see anything like through the door, like the gap in the door, or is it just like dark?
Yeah, so you peer through the door, and you kind of see this hallway down here in the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it kind of you see a small archway that opens up into a larger space on the other side.
Okay. And that clanging I hear sounds like it's coming from that archway, or like that. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I think that's all Zaire is gonna want to do. So he's gonna kind of pull back a little bit, uh, and then fly back up. Again, I'm not noticing any like moving patrols in around the building.
No, right now there's a couple of people that seemingly are just like part of the staff or they just live here, milling around throughout the courtyard and some of the outer sort of like ring, the recreational kind of space, I guess. And then you see some people that seem to be moving between this side building and here from time to time, but nothing that
What
seems.
are they carrying?
What or what?
Those people that are moving from the side building to the main building, what are they carrying?
They seem to be carrying crates of some kind, with occasionally a horse will come in and out of that building.
How large are the crates?
I mean, large enough to be carried by one person. So maybe
But
like
not large enough to hide somebody in?
I mean, it's maybe like a 2x2. Depends on the person. Somebody like Whirl might be able to fit in something like that.
Okay. Um, and they're coming from like a side door in the wall, like from the wall that's like back and forth from that area or from that smaller building.
Yeah.
So just kind of trying to follow one last thread. Zaire's gonna go back over the wall and then to the backside of that small building. Is there any like windows or anything I can kind of peer in to see what it might be?
Oh, the small one back here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are a number of sort of windows. Some of them have bars on them. It seems like some of them are like half doors, so like the top half opens and the bottom half can open as well. And as you kind of look through there, it looks like stables. There's a couple of horses kept in there. And then the rest of the space that you can see through seems to be some kind of storage. There's a number of crates stacked up in there. Among them, occasionally one or two might be kind of like the top is open or there's no top at all. And some of them seem to have like dried fruits in there. It seems like maybe there's some general, like, food provisions, things for the stronghold here. And in one of them with kind of like a cracked top, you can see there seems to be something glinting within the crate a little bit.
It's glinting. Is there anybody in the building?
There's at least one person attending to the horses at the moment.
Okay.
And when you were peering in through sort of the window, you notice one person come in and drop off a crate. Not the one that you're looking at currently, kind of drop one off, and then he is kind of on his way out at the moment.
How close is that other person to me and the crate that is glinting? Like, is there a reasonable way for Zaire to kind of like open up the door quietly and like silently climb over the half door, the one that might be cracked open, and
I
just
would
peek
say
into what?
best bet of getting into the space undetected would be to go around the front, because the doors are closed for the horses, and the front
Okay.
seems to be open.
That's what he's gonna do.
Okay. Yeah, you go around the front. There is now that guard that you had seen previously, kind of stationed out front. I'm gonna say give me a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible.
Okay, that's good. 23.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of brush by, and at
Nicely
this
done.
at this kind of location here on the river, it's pretty breezy, and so you kind of like brush by, and like the feathers of owls, it kind of like muffles the sound of your movement. And you step in and into the where all the crates are, and you're trying to sort of pry back the top of that crate that you were looking at.
Yeah, just like get a closer look, see what might be glinting. Try to. I saw the fruit and the other things that it was taking in, but kind of wanted to see what was in that one.
Sure. You very quietly and very just very small movements kind of push the top of that crate that you had seen a little bit off. It makes a little bit of a grinding noise, wood against wood. And as you kind of stop for a second, you look over towards the stables, and he's shoveling hay and literal shit, and so doesn't seem to notice the sound. And as you look into the crate, it looks like weapons, swords in particular, in this crate. This is a longer crate than the others, and it goes kind of up under the window where you were at, so you couldn't kind of tell how long it was from before. And the what would typically be sort of like the silvery steel of the sword is actually more of like a sandstone color, with like a sharp glaze to it. And you've seen this material very rarely, but you have seen it before from your time in the East. It looks like these are weapons that are made out of fervor glass.
How many weapons did you say that there was in the crate?
In this crate, from a quick glance, it seems that there are maybe like 8 or 10.
Not 9.
Um,
8 or
any
10.
8 to 10 is how I took that.
One of them is in Michael's back.
um, any small daggers or anything other than like a sword or anything?
In this crate, no. These are, and even like you can see them, but to get one out, you'd have to really like lift the rest of the top of the crate off. So you're just kind of like peering into it. But it's hard to see kind of. It doesn't seem like there's anything else in this crate besides those swords.
Okay. Is there any crates in the any other crates in the building that look similar to it that are closed?
It looks like there's one underneath it. So this one's stacked on top of another one. And that's the only one that seems to match sort of the description of this one or the look of this one.
Okay. Last question. This is kind of more above game. I imagine Zaire would know this. If I'm invisible and I pick something up, does that object float, or does that object just also become invisible? Like if I acquired like a weapon.
I believe my interpretation of invisibility is when you cast the spell, anything
That's
that
what I
you
was
have will
thinking.
turn invisible with you, but anything else that you pick up will not become invisible.
Because I didn't cast it on it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Checks out.
You could pick something up and then recast invisibility, and
Okay.
it would turn something invisible. But
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Are there any? I think you said this already. There's some crates that were empty.
a couple empty crates, yeah.
Okay. All right. I will. Zaire's gonna kind of go out where he came from, where he came, fly back up. If not seeing anything else, kind of from different that I had seen from like the final scan, will probably start making his way back to camp, assuming that Ziggy probably made it or is on his way.
Okay. Ziggy, you're currently a cockroach.
Yep.
Were you gonna make the trek across as said roach?
Nope. I'm going to make sure that there is no one around
Okay.
first. So, is there
You can find a
anybody?
spot where there's some in the bushes or trees around there.
Cool. I do that, and then I will turn out of. I will drop polymorph and then repolymorph into a seagull,
Okay.
and then I will fly
Yeah.
back to camp.
You start to fly back. As you do, you kind of notice one of the guards seems to like pick up a rock and like throw it at you as you're flying away. Just like
Oh,
bored.
buddy. I
Just like
fly.
he's bored.
I
He's
fly
just like,
back over him and I poop on him, and then and then I fly back to camp.
all right. Um, yeah, you guys head back across the river to where the rest of the party is camping. I'll say that little expedition took a little while for you guys to kind of sneak through and get a good look at things. So at this point, it's probably getting closer to dark. And I will say, for the sake of time, if you all want to assume that they relay everything that you, as if you guys were there with them, we can save that time as far as them conveying what they saw for the purposes of planning.
Well, maybe just
Yeah, I can do a quick overview since I know Jess and some other people might have stepped away.
Perfect.
I
Yeah,
won't do it in character. So
Thank you.
what Zaire saw was that there was 5 guards stationed around the perimeter of the building. It did not appear that there was any steady guard presence within the walls nearing to the doors. There was the main door entrance, but also a side door that, upon further investigation, led it into that main central building and appeared to be the entrance, side entrance to the kitchen, and where boxes and other crates would use for boxes and crates to get delivered. It was propped open, so Zaire put a little pebble in the door frame area so that if it were somebody to close it, it wouldn't close all the way and potentially might not be. He then flew to that small building to see what was in the crates and what that kind of was happening over there. And then I think, Jess, you saw that, or you were back for that, where he saw the boxes that were empty, but then also the box of fiberglass weapons. And then seeing nothing else, he flew home.
so also sorry, I might have missed this, but based on what it looked like Zaire was seeing, did it look like they were loading the crates with fiberglass weapons to ship, or they were unloading them?
I interpreted it as they were unloaded, but I don't know if I would have been able to make that if I could have easily made that distinction, Eric.
I'll say it's tough to say. They were clearly in some sort of form of storage, whether that was going or coming or going. You're not sure because there wasn't anybody interacting with that particular crate as you were in there. So,
Okay.
the short answer is you're not sure.
And then
And did you get to the vault? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Michael.
nope. I'm gonna answer your question. I flew into the top, which is another guard lookout. There was no one there, but there are stairs leading down. I then polymorphed, or I wild shaped into a fly, and flew under the door. I got the layout of that next floor down, which is the vault room. There are 2 doors actually that lead to the vault. One is in a center hallway that you come down or up from. There are cells on one side with an old lady and a guard. One old lady is in the cell. Don't know anything about her. There's a guard. On the other side of the hallway looks like it's like I want to call it like a commissary. A couple tables with a big boy guard, who I interpreted as the captain, and a couple other guards. They weren't patrolling; they were just chilling. But there's another door to the vault in there. I don't know if it's the same vault or if there are 2 separate vaults, but there you go. Went downstairs, saw the bottom layout, saw the kitchen, didn't really do anything in the kitchen, popped back out, went into the room across. As I flew under the door, I was forced out of wild shape. Luckily, no one was in the room. I tried to look around and rolled a 0 on my investigation. So I ended up just looking at some stuffed heads for a while, and then left the room, and then I polymorphed into a cockroach, left, polymorphed into a seagull, and I am currently flying back to the group.
To make I think a point that you probably would have relayed to us. You also couldn't cast any magic in that room.
That's
no.
true. That's true. Yeah, I tried to
tried to
cast detect magic and nothing happened. Although, am I smart enough to
Nothing.
realize that like the spell didn't work, or that there was no magic?
No, I'd say you would know the difference.
Okay.
To know that it just didn't work.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'd realize, be like, oh yeah, fucking magic doesn't work in the room to the left on downstairs. Looked like someone's
Yeah, I think
office.
it's more of a
Right.
wisdom thing. You have the experience of casting for a long
Yeah.
time. You'd know that it did not do what it was supposed to do.
Whirl, out of curiosity, would probably ask you if you saw anything else cool in that room, like anything that would be worthy of hiding or stealing.
I would answer and be like, I probably should have looked around more, but there were these really cool heads, and then I got scared.
Heads. Okay.
Just
So
like taxidermy.
Oh,
it seems like there's multiple ways into the main building. There is those who can fly and be inconspicuous. There's ways to get in closer and through some doorways. But those who can't and need to rely on stealth, there's also the side door into the kitchen, which we know, next to the kitchen, which we know leads back up to the vault.
You can just say, for those of you who can fly, and then for Kami. We all know who you're talking about.
Okay, I will do that from now on.
I'll stay on the ground with
So,
you, buddy. I
Kami,
don't want you to feel alone.
but I wonder, Kami, how flexible are you?
What do you mean?
Because they were also taking boxes and crates in through a door outside of the walls and into the kitchen and the main area. And if we could get somebody in one of those crates, then perhaps we're able to smuggle somebody in a little bit easier than trying to hide you. I don't know.
It's gonna be a really big crate.
You've got the better chance of shaving my glaive up your ass than putting me in a crate, Zaire.
It also seems like there is
no response.
Great.
there's some powerful. I would have relayed the weapons, so yeah, There are
Just-
some ancient, very sought after weapons in that side hut, either being delivered or shipped out. So it's safe to assume that what's in this vault, if that's what they're leaving lying around, is pretty serious.
Hmm.
Hey, Eric, does
Huh.
Tommy slash the Tovero know about fervor glass weapons and their significance?
Yes, they would know and have wielded them from time to time.
Hey,
So, okay, it sounds like there's a few guards and maybe the main guard down there, but what about opening the vault? Did you see anyone actually open it, or any keys, or any way to get through the magical lock?
No, they were just sitting around, and yeah, I didn't. There were 2 doors to the vaults, but you know, you can only be in there so long.
So we have lots of details on, what it looks like, what the area looks like, how many guards there are, an aerial view, but we have no idea where the vault is and how to get in it.
Well, we know where the vault is. The
Well,
only thing we don't know is how to open it.
which is
well, Maeve had a little bit of a plan while y'all were littering away across the river.
I'm going to shuffle through my papers in front of me, grab one, and be like, okay, how many guards did you say are in front of the vault again?
That would be anywhere from 0 to 1 to 3.
Okay. Well, magic didn't work there either, right? So we can't
No,
actually charm anyone.
that was downstairs, and it was only in that one room. But
Okay.
also we were told that we want to do this without anybody knowing we did it, and if we charm somebody, normally they know that we charmed them.
Well, but they wouldn't know who we are if I could potentially disguise myself as the charmer.
True.
So I will not be recognizable after I charm them. They'll be looking for someone who doesn't look anything like me.
This is true.
But do you have to be using all of your brain power for both spells at the same time?
Let me check. One. No, charm person is not concentration, but
Okay.
disguise self isn't concentration either, I don't think.
It is.
That's insane to me, but okay.
I can just be not concentrating on anything except stealing this magic staff. Okay, so let me just run this idea by everyone. So what if, and Whirl, you're the experienced one here. What if Tommy goes into the kitchen area he's standing ready in case we need a distraction, and we have a mental link set up, Kami, so we can message back and forth. And then Zaire, you go with Kami for the distraction, but me, Ziggy, and Whirl, we go into the vault area, and I disguise myself. You're both invisible, and I try and charm one of the guards to get us into the vault.
Question.
answer.
Yes.
What if they say no?
Well, if they're charmed, they should do anything we ask, right? If they're
You just have advantage on
under
the
a
roll.
spell.
Yeah, it's
What if I?
not.
Okay, do we have anything stronger than charming them?
I can command somebody to do something, but again, they don't always listen.
Yeah, and I feel like as soon as if it doesn't work, they are immediately going to be hostile to us.
As much as I want to
Hmm.
Steve will be able to charm someone into doing something. I don't believe that's going to happen, and I think we'll just have to resort to other measures.
I could also strongly suggest, I mean, we're all, if needed, have your daggers ready.
They're always
Just
ready.
ready.
Always.
So, what if
I can. Go ahead.
the goal is for you to you want the vault opened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there another way we can try to charm them into opening the vault that doesn't exactly lead in a hostile scenario if it fails?
It's true.
Could you be a visiting emissary that needs to just drop something off and charm we can try to charm them into allowing you to open something to a vault, and if that doesn't work, then they're just gonna brush you off. You're not gonna be, I don't know.
I like that idea. That's
Mm.
like yeah, I think that's like good call of like opening it without the intention of like opening it to take something out. Like putting something in is less suspicious. Another thought is we know that the vault is magical and can't just be lock picked. But what if I can like dispel magic? I wonder if I can like dispel the magic on the vault.
I mean,
I
might as
that
well
might
try.
work. I wonder. I also was where I'm worried if a random office in that building is clearly warded for protection. The odds of any of us going into a vault with invisibility, I'm not too
I agree.
hopeful that that's not going to just drop as soon as we walk in.
I agree. That's why I'm like, if
Maybe
yeah,
maybe that old lady
What if
knows something.
true.
that's true?
She's in that cell for a reason. It can't be because she wants to be there.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Kami,
Yeah.
tell me how you feel about this. What if you get arrested and get thrown into one of the cells, and then you can do your mind woo 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 with her without using words?
I love it.
I feel like
Not too bad.
Ziggy. Dang.
brain
That's not bad.
power.
That's not bad.
I would imagine as upon his arrest, they're going to take belongings from him and put them somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just don't go in with anything that you don't want to get back, you know?
I'll leave Kanalun here at the camp. And if we need a way to get out of the cell, I have a way to escape from the cell.
That was my question: is how do we get you out, Kami, once you're in?
I don't know if I've showed you all this trick of mine yet, but you see, Michael already knows. You see, when I bring one of the spirits of my ancestors, when I summon them to this plane, I have the ability to essentially swap locations with them. So
Oh.
if I summon an ancestor outside of the cell, then I can swap with them. They go in the cell. I go out. Easy peasy.
Lemon
You said there was no.
squeezy.
And then I leave.
That's pretty cool.
Incredible.
How will you get around the guards?
I can get around the guns.
Okay.
Also, worst case scenario, I can be there and polymorph, or like I feel like at this point I have no illusions that like this is gonna go smoothly. So
This is
What
the
if
most excited I've been since we got here. This sounds like a fun plan. I'm ready for this one.
what do we expect the old lady knows? Sorry, but I missed that.
She's arrested for a reason. There's a reason they put her in that cell and they're holding her against her will. Maybe she knows something that can help us better understand. Maybe it's how to get into the vault, or if there's another place of
Okay.
keeping something important, or
Hmm. Okay. Might as
I
well.
don't
Yeah,
hate it.
sure. Let's get more.
and you
Let's get more
said
information.
you told me, Maeve, my job was distraction. This is a
Mhm.
distraction.
It's a big
It
distraction.
is. It's a very big distraction.
So Kami goes in, gets arrested somehow, charges the door. We watch from afar, ready
Mhm.
ourselves. Who's invisible? Who's going to the vault invisible? Is it me?
I can also join you, Invisible.
I can just be a fly again. I just won't go in that room again.
Just be around, prepared for
Hmm.
anything to happen.
Yeah. I'll just turn into a fly when Zaire flies off and I'll just land on him and then he can fly.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can
Probably.
You
also,
know,
I mean, I don't need to stand right next to the vault, but I can be invisible and watch in case escalation is needed.
hmm
hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like we have a pretty
This sounds
decent
like.
plan that's not going to end up happening at all. But you know what? It's
Mhm.
fine.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Let's go
Okay.
over let's go
I
over
will
this
say,
again.
I will
Scrap
say,
it all. Okay. Go.
for those of us who are invisible, I think we have about an hour.
Yeah. So
So
Yes, we do.
I have a thought. Okay. So we got a couple irons in the fire. So I think it's a really good idea for Kami to go in and just like punching people, get arrested, get thrown in the cell. While that's
Hmm.
happening, that's like a distraction. We can like fly in from the top. I can like go in, see if dispel magic works on the vault or not. If it does, fucking grab and go.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then what? That's where it's like, are we leaving Kami in? Are like, I feel like Kami, are you cool being in jail for a couple of days?
But
Is
Ziggy,
that
as a backup, it's not charm person, but I can also do suggestion, which leaves no trace of anything. It's just suggesting very strongly to someone that they should open the vault for us. And that's another option that we could use because they won't know that it's a suggestion afterward. They're just going to do the action for us and get us in. But that depends on the number of other guards that are in the room because I can only do it to one person.
true?
I don't think we can predict what's going to happen here. Kami, do you need to go in disguised? Because, I mean, you're a known member of our group. You're very hard to miss. If you're seen arrested, a prisoner in this building, they're going to know you have a group with you. I mean, we've been seen throughout Cesar Doom together.
I don't know if we're that well
and you
known.
are, but are you a recognizable member of your clan?
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
I think so. Well,
That's
Is
also
somebody
these aren't these are hardly these are hardly people in the know of the latest of Sword Dune. They don't trade information so much as they trade weapons.
I mean, do drunken members of your clan get arrested in random cities from time to time?
They sure do.
hmm.
Okay,
I'm a
problem
little
solved.
bummed I can't
Okay.
be with you for this.
I'm not going to be actually drunk, Ziggy. It's going to be an act.
Well, why act drunk when you can just be drunk?
Because I need to have my wits about me to survey the scene, understand my my situation, check the perimeter, all that stuff. Come on.
That's fair.
Soldier keeps his wits about him.
Okay. I think we're as ready as we're gonna be.
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah!
Yeah,
Let's
I have a
sleep,
few
though.
backup plans that we can do if things do not go well. So
We're definitely gonna sleep though, because I'm gonna re-prepare
Yeah.
my spell.
Yeah. All right.
Will
let's,
say, perhaps it would be helpful, is for someone to make me invisible to at least get me to the kitchen. Otherwise, I may be stopped before I even get close.
you don't need to. You need to get arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Kami, it's gonna be kind of funny watching you fake break the law. I never thought this was something that you would want to do. You might
If
have
it
a
was
bad
any
reputation
other,
after this.
if it was any other group of people at any other location, I would care. The Kuran are hardly. What's the phrase? A lion does not lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. And the Kuran are as
Okay,
dull of a flock as they come.
real quick, just
I-
because you said
I-
that phase. I saw a girl this weekend. She had that tattooed down her spine, and I was like, that's a choice. Anyway, that's all.
We'll leave it at that.
75% chance she was at one point addicted to drugs. Just based
Um,
on.
Oh my god.
I do think
Well,
back to the campaign. If shit does hit the fan, I feel like we might. I mean, Ziggy mentioned seeing a goblin as a cook in the kitchen. We might have a fairly suggestible goblin who could cause a fire that might lead to some chaos.
Ooh, I like where you're going with this fire.
This gets more fun by the second.
You know,
We have those potions of water breathing, right?
Yes.
yeah.
All right,
do.
everybody has one, and then we have an extra. Kami, you should take the
What?
extra. You should take the extra potion in case we like this old lady, and she can come with
Ah,
us.
good thinking. Yes, 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 yes.
Ziggy,
Maybe she's nice.
that's so kind.
I've been
Can we
known to
go
be a
yet?
kind. Well, we need to
Are you-
sleep,
All
bro.
right.
I need to like.
Yeah, we gotta see.
I
It's
need my
nighttime.
magic Momojo back.
All right, let's take a long rest and
Yep.
prepare any spells or make any other preparations.
Ha!
Ooh, guys, the hurricane is here.
Oh, really?
Oh no!
Ooh, it's coming down. The wind is
Fucking,
coming.
fucking classic,
Oof.
classic Florida thing is just like going about your day while a hurricane's going on outside.
The dude in the street with the shotgun and the American flag.
Yeah, just.
America!
Did I ever tell you guys that like back in the day when I grew up in Florida during hurricanes, we would hurricane surf, which was going out with your skateboard in a trash bag?
No!
That's
Michael!
I love
Yeah.
it.
It's fucking Florida.
How did that work out for you?
I mean, you'd go, but then like
How's Kina in the storms, Theo?
You know, totally fine with storms. He does not give two shits. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Hobbs is the same way. Like
So did
it'll wake me
Thunder.
up
I feel like
before it'll wake Hobbs up.
thunder, 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 thunder.
Yeah, I'm talking about
okay,
you.
are we? Oh, Hobbsy boy! I feel like Coda would care about storms.
It depends. If it's thunder that sounds like a firework, then yes.
But if it doesn't, she's fine. She heard
But
hail for the first time,
besides-
and that was a time.
Besides preparing spells, Is there any other prep anybody would like to do that they want to tell me about?
I'm sharpening my daggers.
Okay.
I'm writing out the plan for everyone and giving everyone small pieces of paper with the plan so that people can memorize it the next day. And so we all know where we're supposed to be, what we're doing, different meetup points, plans A, B, and the escape plan.
So, curiosity, are you bringing this copy of the plan with you?
No.
That's a good idea.
Memorize it. I give one copy to Loon. Loon's very
Gets
confused.
after they see the entire plan written out.
With, like, and I'm imagining it's like with like the like
With like a note from May at the bottom that's like, didn't want you to forget, heart.
yeah, it's color coded with like different like of the like colored pins with like
Burn
doodles.
this after you read
100%.
it. Burn it after you read it. Memorize it.
Oh man. Anyway. Alright. Alright, are people ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Morning comes. When during the day did you want to initiate this heist? Did you want to go first thing in the morning?
Might as well.
Zaire would push for around a time that a meal being prepared in the kitchen.
I'll go out lunchtime.
Lunch.
So you guys have some time to sit with May's written out instructions, memorize, go over fallback points. I don't know, whatever she wrote down. And May, what is I don't know. Is there anything you wrote down that wasn't said that you want them to know about that you want to say?
Have fun.
Your best.
I'm so
Dear best. I think the bottom would say something along the lines of like one of our famous Feywild sayings,
Just
which is stay wild, be smart.
All right.
like it.
All right.
I was gonna hate it.
Eventually comes towards midday.
Stay wild. Be smart.
We'll say there's smoke kind of rising from the kitchen chimneys as sort of a telltale sign that maybe this is the right time to get over there. And yeah, so it is up to you guys. How are we proceeding?
My dear friend, it looks like it's time for you to go cause a scene.
Oh, this will be fun. I have to get across the water somehow, don't I?
Yeah. How do you guys want to get across? And then where's the rest of the party going to be sort of hiding out while this is happening?
So I'm gonna first of all.
I was gonna offer to carry you across
Oh, that
the
sounds great.
water. And then was gonna offer from the bird's eye view the fortress. I saw there was like larger groups of bushes back behind the other guard post, or like the smaller building. We could basically go there and then wait while Kami gets arrested.
Is there a place kind of near our camp that's somewhat? Basically, I'm trying to figure out where I can hide on Olum. I don't want to just out in the open. God forbid the camp gets raided, something goes wrong. I want to be able to come back to the spot and.
Where you guys had set up camp was not so much a campsite. At least it was my understanding you guys were trying to stay hidden. So it was kind of already off the path. And there's just a lot of like the sort of overgrowth and stuff that grows around the banks of a river. So a lot of like ferns and bushes and trees and things as it gets further away. Plenty of places there for you to stash it. That they would have to literally trip over it to find it, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna find a spot and I'm gonna feel like a tree nearby that I can carve.
Yeah, plenty of that. Yep.
I'm gonna find a tree and I'm gonna carve a V into the tree.
Okay. And then stash the glade there.
Stash the glade.
All right.
But I'm gonna still travel in my, vestments with my hand axes.
Okay.
All that stuff.
All right. So you guys are flying across? Is that what I understand?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily want to use invisibility yet, so would think to fly like all around so that we can approach not like directly across from the water and come up to like the bushes and group of trees outside of where the guards are looking.
Okay. Yeah. So if you kind
Yeah.
of fly further down the river towards the mouth and then like across, you can make your way up the bank of the river. Probably without being, seen until you get a little bit closer due to the sort of denser foliage around the riverbank. And then if you guys are looking to hide out, similar spot, probably, I guess, if you wanted to. Okay. Yeah. So it's a little bit slower. Kami he's a big dude, so pretty heavy to carry him across. So the trip over takes a few minutes, but eventually you do kind of drop him on the far side, hopefully out of sight. And Kami, I think it's up to you. How do you want to proceed?
Well, first we need to get in position.
We have to get, yes.
Okay. How close do you guys want to get?
So once he's like ready to cause the distraction, I'm gonna turn into a fly and land on Whirl.
Who's making me invisible?
Zaire, right?
I am. Oh,
Or May. Someone.
I
is.
can. Yeah, May is. I am. So let me make you invisible.
Are you
Wait, do we want to do it right now, or do we want to do it like as he gets arrested to maximize the time of being invisible?
We'll do it like right before
As he
he's
gets
about like as he's like walking up to get arrested. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that no one sees us once he starts the commotion.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we want to be in position when like the ruckus goes down. That way, hopefully, they pull the guards out of the area.
Sure.
Is the plan.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Go get him, Kami.
So how close are you guys getting to the stronghold?
not
Like, are you in the bushes out front type of thing, or are you like a couple 100 feet down the path?
a couple 100 feet down the path.
Okay. Let me get a stealth check from everybody except for Kami.
Do we have advantage because we're all?
Those-
Well, I'm a fly on and
For those invisible, do they have advantage?
Yeah, I'll give everybody advantage on this one.
Needed. 17.
Ooh. 27.
also 17.
24.
All right.
Hey.
Pretty stealthy group, except for Kami. All right. Yeah, you guys get into position.
Yeah, so we're
Yep.
like right. Me and Whirl, at least, I would have like relayed like where we should go, which is like up on that top floor, like down right by that door that leads into the top part.
And I'm
So
flying
you're
in with you.
going down into the vault, essentially.
Yeah, so you know where like the stairwell on the top that I went down
Yep.
and flew under the door? We're like in that area.
Oh, okay. And
Yep.
Zaire and May, you're with them?
I'm with them.
Zaire's
Well,
gonna
you
fly.
would need Zaire to fly you up there at the moment.
I have fly.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
okay. Never mind. Then you can all fly.
So I can cast fly on myself so I can fly. Yeah.
As
Okay.
soon as
And
there's a commotion that's gonna happen, Zaire's actually gonna fly to the side kitchen door.
Okay. Yeah. May, are you casting fly and invisibility on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Are those concentration? Is
I think they
invisibility?
are.
I don't know if invisibility is, but I know
Invisibility
flying.
is concentration.
Yes.
Yeah, they're both concentration, so you can only do one. But if you want to have Zaire carry you, you can both be invisible. I think was what I
Okay.
assumed was happening. So
Yeah. All right, we'll
easy
do
enough
that.
way around it.
Just drop her off
Where are
on
we
top.
going, Maeve? Dropping you off on top? As soon
Well,
as
I
I
guess
let go,
I do need.
as soon as I let go
Huh?
of her, though, would she be invisible? Still?
As soon as you what?
She casts invisibility on herself and Whirl.
Oh, I would fly her.
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, I
Right,
would
right.
fly, drop her off, though. I think I'm still gonna go
Yeah, you
just
can go down.
after I
Perfect.
drop her off.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Cool.
Yep.
that's easy enough. All right, I think we're to you, Kami.
All right,
Uh,
I'm just gonna come.
Before that happens, as the fly, I'm just gonna like be underneath the door crack, looking in to see if/when like they notice that shit's going down.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of stroll on down the road up towards the front of this fortress.
All right. How are you? Are you just walking normally?
Walking with a little bit of a stumble, a little bit of a hobble,
Okay.
swaying ever so slightly.
All right. So as you kind of come into view down sort of the road that runs through there, you come up and you see the two guards that are kind of stationed out front, and the one closest to you, which would be this one. You guys on this page with me still? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
This one, as he kind of is just somewhat lazily looking around, he kind of sees you down the path, and you hear him kind of shout back to the one next to him, and then the two of them kind of shout, you know, eyes front, somebody's coming. And as you kind of approach even closer, one of them says, hey, freeze, who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, look at this. The Kuran found themselves a little castle. Have you all been having fun playing house?
So as they start to confront him, you guys at the top notice, this guard go away, makes his way down the wall over kind of towards the front here. Just kind of keeping an eye on things. I'll put Kami out there. Can I put Kami out there? Yeah. Let's put Kami. And so as you are saying this, you hear one of the guards go, "Fucking Tovaro, what do you want?"
Well, you're not going to give me a tour? That's not very hospitality of you.
Not very hospitality of you.
Walk off back to the plains. What are you even doing this far south?
You know, right now, I'm looking for something to eat. I'm fucking starving. But first, I really need to piss. And I'm gonna walk up to the side of the parapet and just piss on it.
So as you do that, this one comes by and with sort of the butt of his sword just like whacks you across the back of the head. You try and avoid the attack at all? I can roll to attack.
Yes, because I am still, even though I'm acting ridiculous, I'm keeping my wits about me very much.
Okay. So it's kind of like a flat attack, like he's not trying to like stab you or anything. So you can either let him hit, in which case like acting like you're drunk, you can let him hit, or you can try and avoid it and not have him roll to attack. It's up to you.
Got it. No, I'll get hit. I'll get hit.
Okay. Just it'd be 1 damage from it, which I don't know if that gets reduced. Is it rounded up?
No, I'm not raging.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so he kind of just whacks you across the back and like it hurts. Like it's not nothing. And he says, "You trying to start problems here?"
Didn't your mother teach you to respect your betters?
Thought you Tovro were all about some honor bullshit. The fuck is this?
Yes, what about honor for the honorable, not for the leeches?
What honorable family are you from?
I'm from the ever so honorable house, your mother's anus.
Another like crack from the back of the sword. Another 1 damage. And he says, he kind of leans over to the other one. He says, you better go get the captain. And he just kind of looks at you. He says, you better stay here. Try not to piss on anything else. Fucking dog. And he kind of turns away from you for a minute as the other guy runs back into the keep or into the stronghold. And so you all at the top of the stairs kind of hear somebody coming up.
I'm a bug in the like vault room where I saw the captain. I'm a fly
Oh,
underneath
you
the
went
door.
that far.
Isn't it right inside the door?
Oh, well, there's the hallway, and then so you go down the stairs, down the hallway. Then there's the one
Yeah, I
door
want to
that leads
be
to the
I want to be like
cells.
right underneath the door that leads to the like commissary.
Okay, gotcha. So as you're there, you see one of the guards comes running up through the side stairwell. He says, "Captain, you might want to come down here. I think Tovaro's trying to start a war with us. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Can we arrest them? Is that going to cause problems?" And you see the guard who was kind of seated at one of the tables playing cards with 2 other guards that are up there. He stands up, and he's a large person. And he goes, "Fucking Tovaro," and walks out with the other guard, the one that came up to get him. The 2 other ones kind of stay in that room. They just kind of start shooting the shit. You hear him talking about the Tovaro, and the short of it is essentially they're like, "Can we arrest the Tovaro? Can we do that?" And it's just kind of like, what do we do here? And so eventually, Tommy, the second guard, comes back with a large individual that seems to be obviously the captain of the guard. And he kind of comes around and he looks at you and he says, "We have some sort of problem here, I'm told. What's going on?"
Ah, you must be the babysitter. Yes, your little knave hit me twice.
And
We'll do something about it.
I'll give him a promotion. Get the fuck out of here.
You don't have you Kuran don't speak with very nice, not with the curse words.
A drunken Tovaro on my doorstep at noon? Surely you must have somewhere better to be.
I'm gonna like peek inside and be like, "Are you guys having lunch?" And
He
then
goes,
I'm just gonna walk inside.
as you go to move in, the captain kind of like steps and he motions to the 2 guards and he says, "Fuck it. I don't know what this will start, but let's do it." And he says, "Arrest him." And basically, like 2 guards jump with like shackles that they keep on them. And it's kind of like when they arrest like a really big dude, they got to use like 2 handcuffs that are like handcuffed together. So they have like 2 sets of shackles that they basically shackle together to hold you. Any fight from you in this at all?
I'm gonna put on a little bit of a show and lazily try and fight them off.
Okay. I say we can
But that's
roll,
kind
or
of
we
it.
can just you can just role play that on as your character, so to speak. You know.
Well, I mean, I want to be arrested. I'm not gonna fight it.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
I'm
And
gonna be
yeah,
like,
so
this is
after
no way to
wrestling,
run a bed and breakfast. This is where I don't. This is not where I have to pee again.
so they handcuff you. They kind of drag you to your feet, and the guard says, "You know, wonder what the Tovro might pay for one of their drunken disorderlies to be back. We'll see. And he leads
I'll
you
tell
up.
you the price right now.
He kind of ignores you at this point. And he leads you up into the cells. You kind of walk through what everybody else had seen. So I'll drag you guys over here for a minute. They kind of lead you through this center hallway, through the hall, up these stairs, and up these stairs, and then they throw you in this cell over here, this one standalone one. And the captain at this point, he kind of leaves you to the two guards, and he walks out. And you're kind of thrown in the cell. The door is shut. After a few minutes, one of the guards comes back, and he's carrying like a piece of bread with him, essentially. He opens the door, literally throws it at you in there, and then slams the door again. He says, "Boss said you were hungry. Here." And like throws it at you. And as he's turning around, you kind of hear him mutter, "Fucking Tovro think they own the goddamn continent." And he kind of mutters as he leaves.
I'm gonna
And,
just like yell back like, "Was that so hard? Thank you." And I'm gonna take the breath.
And then this guard is now kind of like much more awake. It seems like there wasn't a lot happening here, even with the other prisoner. But is now like, oh shit, we have somebody here. And so, yeah,
How much time
you
has elapsed?
you've been arrested.
How long did that all take?
Woo!
I don't know, 15 minutes maybe,
Okay.
20 minutes.
What
Um,
are
Tommy, your
what's going on in
mugshot
this
look like?
room?
What's going on where?
In this room.
The captain did not return to this room. He went downstairs.
Okay.
And these two guards, the two guards that had thrown Kami in the cell, walk in, and you hear him basically telling them the story of what just happened. And again, it comes down to like, I don't know what the hell the Tover are gonna do. And then you're like, well, you know, they have some that basically abandon the ranks from time to time, and they're not looked down. They're kind of looked down on in Tovro society, and this is probably one of those. And we'll send correspondence to them, letting them know who we have and all this other stuff. And they're just talking about what they're going to planning to do with their new prisoner, essentially. Yeah, and Kami, you are in the cell. You've got bread, and there's another person. There's the other person that Ziggy had described to you in the cell across the way. They're now kind of like seated on the edge of their bed, kind of like looking at like what was going on because it wasn't really quiet as they dragged you in there. And so again, their hood's kind of up, gray hair, kind of covers their eyes, but you can tell they're kind of like peering to see like what the hell's going on.
I'm gonna telepathically open a channel with them and just say, "Quite the show, huh?"
He or she, sorry, she kind of taken aback for a second and kind of like peers over at you again. And then the voice you hear back is a male's voice, and it says, "Is that you?"
The who? Who are you? You're not who I thought you would be. Who are you?
And the voice says, right," and kind of pushes back the hood. And as she does that, the hood turns into more of like or the whole kind of image falls away as the hood falls off, and you see a younger looking human male with sort of like brown, disheveled hair, kind of hasn't clearly shaved or anything in a while. It's kind of patchy in spots. And he says, oh, yeah, this was just one of the things they still let me tinker with in here. But who are you? And why are you in my head?
Who did you think I was first?
Well, I know you're a Tovaro. And I know if these people had any sense, they'd probably let you go.
That's true. What about you? Would they have the sense to let you go as well?
Ah, not likely to happen anytime soon. I'm sort of like a master key around here.
I'm sorry, you're a what?
I'm like a master key.
Well, why do they have you locked in a cell, and why can't you get out if you're a living key?
Ah, yeah, it's not. I'm not the key. I made the key, and they need me to activate the key. It's a whole thing. I tinker with things. I build things. Like this hat or this hood, I suppose. And he kind of flicks it back up, and he turns back, not into the old woman that you saw before, but now he looks like a half orc with like green skin, wearing the same kind of blue hood this time, but like his actual appearance has changed. Um, no long gray hair this time, just sort of like short, spiky black hair with the tusks and everything. He's like, yeah, just kind of. Anyway, I like to tinker with things and build things, and so yeah. What am I? Who am I telling all this to?
Wait, so you're like their tinker slave?
I made Gregory. Gregory opens the vault. They need me to get Gregory to open the vault.
Well, where's Gregory?
He stands guard outside the vault. He's over on the other side there, and he kind of motions kind of in this direction.
Huh. Well,
Hmm.
sorry, I don't mean to jump into your head and not even introduce myself. But I'm Kami, as you've noticed, of the Tovaro.
He kind of
And I
narrows his
could,
eyes for a minute. Says, "Which family are you with?"
you know the houses.
Yeah, well, before these assholes, I traveled quite a bit in that area. There's a lot of materials and things, and the Tovaro were always very good about keeping everybody safe. And then I ventured a little too far off the highway, and I ended up here.
Ah, yes, well, we can't protect where we don't go.
Mm.
But I come from House Gvar.
Are you the
You know it?
lost? Didn't they
Kami
lose
kind
one?
of, Kami kind of like stiffens up a little bit. Why?
He
What
kind
have you
of
heard?
he kind of after your response, he goes, "You know what? None of my business. Didn't mean to pry."
It's a big house.
Yes, of course. Well, why are you locked up here? What are you even doing here?
What if I told you I came all this way and caused all this trouble just to get to you?
You didn't even know who I was a second
I
ago.
knew you were here.
Who told you?
Let's just say a little birdie told me.
Cryptic. What do you want?
I want to bring these people to justice. They took something that does not belong to them. You might be able to help me get it, and in exchange, I can get you your freedom from this place.
Are you actually a guard in disguise? Legally, you have to tell me if you're a guard in disguise.
No, I promise. This is not a shenanigan.
What do you need to take?
It's a very important artifact to a very important group of people, and its security will impact the safety of a many, much more greater number of people.
Pretty good reason.
You said it yourself. The Tovro keep people safe. Think of this as an extension of my mission, something like a foreign legion.
Okay. So you need to get into the vault, take this thing, and then we have to somehow escape?
We do.
Huh. How do you even anticipate we get out of these cages?
That's the easy part.
Of course. Yeah. No. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. So, what I need is I need you to get me to Gregory. And I need the guards out of the way for probably at least 20 minutes. 15 could work.
I think we can manage it. If I were guards in a very secure fortress, and a prisoner who I just locked up in a cell was all of a sudden wandering around the other part of the stronghold, consider that an all hands on deck moment, no?
Yeah, that'd probably be of concern, I would assume.
We can make that happen.
Can you can do that?
I sure can. Here,
Wow.
let's get that step.
Let's get me out of here. Let's do it. I'm in.
Step one. I'm willing to keep going, but if you wanted to cut to other people too, that's I don't want to keep.
Yeah, is anybody else doing anything at this point?
Yeah, we've probably made our way in
Mm-hmm.
invisibly.
So the door at the top is actually open at the moment. I will say, as you guys were up there, and the arrest was taking place, I'll say once you kind of got through the door, there were guards that came to essentially lock that door as sort of like a we're securing the premises type of thing. So you've been kind of moved into the stairs, and then you hear the door sort of latch behind you as it's locked. And you're heading kind of down the hallway, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything you guys are are you just waiting on Kami's move?
As a fly, I'm probably
Yeah.
chilling on the bars to his cell. He knows I'm a fly, so I'm probably just chilling on the bars of Kami's cell.
Okay.
Visible to
The-
him in like a very visible way.
Okay. Oh,
Have-
also,
I-
A
you
dancing
said that-
fly.
worth noting, this cell here is kind of being used as like they took all your stuff, Kami, and it's in here. So like they took your axes, they took your bag, so anything you were carrying in your bag, you basically, unless you were able to like hide something on your person, it's in
Wasn't
this
trying.
cell. And okay, so Kami, what's your next move?
Hold on, Zaire's downstairs.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Did they try to lock that side door that leads to the kitchen?
Let me move it over here. Nobody's there at the moment.
Okay, so he's going to go in through there, and then
I just completely lost your audio. Was that just me?
Mm-hmm. No, I lost it too.
Same.
can you hear me?
Yes, now we
You're
Okay.
just
back.
cut up for a second.
He's gonna come around the corner, and peer into the archway. Does he see?
Yeah, you see the goblin that Ziggy had seen before, except for now he's coming out of the storage area, out of this far door, carrying a barrel of various foods and things sticking out of the top.
Okay. Are like things in the oven, and are like what's like?
You see this one is lit. These
Okay.
other three are not currently. And there's like preparations being done here. Yeah, there's stuff kind of going in the oven on the fire.
So while his back, as he's like, I guess, going around and preparing stuff, I guess Zaire's, in my intention, was kind of waiting, saw that Kami got arrested, and essentially, like, in his brain, counting down, like, all right, I'm going to give them an X amount of time, and then I'm just going to try to light a fire here to, like, cause some chaos. So, Kami gets arrested. Zaire probably would have waited. I'm going to say, how much time has elapsed in our invisibility?
I don't know, 30 minutes, let's say half.
Half. So Zaire's gonna wait 10 minutes from the moment he essentially hears the cell doors close or whatever, and like the stairs, their guards have come down, and
Okay.
then is gonna sit in this corner of the kitchen and watch goblin, and
Your
at
audio
some
is
point when the goblin like steps out, take either something from, light it on fire, and back station, just start like a larger, much bigger fire in the kitchen.
Okay. All right. We will come back to you as that becomes relevant. All right. I think we're gonna go back to Kami and whatever your plan is for getting out, I guess.
Quick question. Can I look at the guard and see if I notice like keys or anything on him?
Uh, make a perception check on that one.
Oh my god, I never even opened my dice.
You never rolled yet?
Wow.
Crazy.
We love an
Yeah,
RP.
there's been like I have not rolled all night. Perception. Oh god. Okay, that's good though. Even with the -2, that's 17.
Okay. Yeah, he wears like a key ring on his belt.
Okay.
Sort of large
Right.
iron.
I am going to very quietly enter into my Kin's Fury state.
Okay. Go ahead and roll roll the die and hope it's not a 4.
Shit. So true.
Just drop it and
You
do
got
it
a couple. You
again.
can do it again if you had to, but
Can you imagine the luck
Nope,
of...
we're good. It's a 1.
okay.
How many do you have, Theo?
Okay. 3. I have 3
Can you
rages.
imagine-
No, I
Rolls 3 4s.
yeah, 3 rages.
Literally wouldn't put it past him.
It's a 1, so it's Michael's favorite.
Yes.
Mommy.
Mommy's coming out to play. So I'm gonna basically. So that's. I mean, it's up to you on if you want to have this really be like initiative order, because technically these are like there's an order of operations to this that would have to happen. So it's up to you.
No, we can proceed
Okay.
for now. Because based
So-
on the one that you got, I'm gonna have to make the guard roll wisdom save.
I think it's that can see.
Well, where are you
Because it would be
summoning
behind him. Behind him where he can't see it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So I'm trying to basically inconspicuously have her start to materialize behind him.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
And then it's weird. I like have this weird thing with this build where I have too many bonus actions. So it's like kind of like everything is a bonus action, which you think would be great. Like, oh cool, it's a bonus action, I can still do an action. But it's like I need like 3 turns to do everything that I actually want.
It
Yeah,
takes
I mean,
you
without
15
him
seconds.
without him doing anything, you at the moment have free reign.
Okay. And then I'm going to manifest echo for like legit right behind him. And then I'm going to use my what is it called? Just my other manifest echo ability, my teleport action to swap places with her. And then try and like all in one action with one hand grab the keys, with the other hand like or with the other arm like put him in like a sleeper hold.
Okay.
So just
So
basically
let's
try and like knock him out.
do strength check from you, or no, it's what is it? Athletics to if you're the one grappling, and then athletics or acrobatics for him to try and escape, I believe.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be athletics check from you.
Are you going to give him
Sounds good to me.
surprise round?
No, but I'll give you advantage on it.
I think don't I already get advantage because I'm raging and it's a strength ability?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. So you don't get advantage. I
If-
lied.
Yeah, you get advantage on strength checks.
If I
All
see,
right, come on.
if I see mommy now, right? In the cell
Come on,
with
come on,
me?
come on.
Well, she's in the cell with you now, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That is a 24.
I rolled a natural
No.
20.
No!
Plus
No.
2. That's crazy.
5 plus
Yeah,
11 on athletics.
This guy's not particularly strong, but I rolled a fucking nat 20. So I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, so you, Zig, you see this. All of a sudden you see Yaniza in the cell. And if you look around, you'll see Kami in essentially the doorway of the holding area. Now with one arm wrapped firmly around the neck from behind of the guard that was there, with the ring of keys in the other, and kind of stepping in and to the side over this way, kind of out of sight line with the other door. After just a minute or so,
While he's choking him out, I'm gonna fly over to his, like, in Kami's face, just like buzzing around, like just trying to indicate like I'm here. What should I do? But
I'm gonna all right, I'm gonna then with my other hand toss the keys up in the air and then like point to the door of the other prisoner.
okay.
Are you not you don't want to
Okay,
leave
so-
your wild shape?
I at that point, like, I will fly over to the cell. I will. Yeah, I'll drop my wild shape at this point.
Sorry.
No, you're
Didn't know
good.
what
I'm in.
that part of the plan I wasn't sure about.
so at this point, like he kind of throws the keys towards you, and like almost in like reaction, like not intending to drop your wild shape, but like to catch the keys,
Yeah.
you just like come out of wild shape and just like grab the keys, and you're like, ah, shit, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll turn to the person in the cage and be like,
He's just like, what the? How many of there are you people?
I'll go
And he,
and
he looks to you, Tommy, and he's like, this one.
And then I'm gonna just say back to him, I told you this was the easy part.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna unlock his cage first and just let him out, and then I'll unlock the cell with all of Kami's stuff and just kind of grab his stuff for Kami.
Okay. Easy enough. The artificer that was in there kind of follows you out. Kami, what are you doing?
All right. So basically, the guard that I'm like, I want to try and like choke this guard into unconsciousness.
Yeah, I'd say it takes a minute. Not even.
Okay, great. I just want to make sure he's not still like whopping around trying to get out and raise alarm.
Nope.
I'll like quietly walk up to you and be like, "Let's lock him in a cage."
Good thinking. I'll pick him up and I'll bring him over to the cage that I was in. That Yaniz is still just hanging out in.
Yep.
And I'll say, "Come on out." She'll come out and then I'll put him in and lock the door.
I'll try to hug her.
You pass right through.
God damn it.
All right. One guard out. And your new friend, he says, all right, we're gonna need the guards in the next room. We're gonna need them out of there. We're gonna need them gone, like downstairs, not even on this floor.
Smoke starts to fill the room.
Yeah, I'll say, given this point,
Yes.
I'm gonna say, Jake, how do you want to go about starting this fire?
You started the fire.
So I want the goblin. I want to wait for a moment for like the goblin to be like shuffling through his back to something, and then start to like literally take pieces of like wood or things off of the tables, put them in the furnace, and then put them back on the tables. And so like when he turns around, there's just 7 things on fire.
Here's what's going on. He is routinely heading back into this little room in the back. So at one point he disappears into that room. At which point you come out, and the coals and the wood and things that are in the oven, you take them out and just start like yeeting them across the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so hang on, let me see if I can.
Yes.
This bitch is flammable. Yee.
I don't want that. I don't want that either. Where is it?
I don't want you.
All right, that'll do. Sure. All right.
Nice.
That'll do.
All right. Sorry. Copy that. So you've got like fire over here, fire here, fire here, fire. The sink,
I
fire.
feel like we're playing
Who knows?
Sims.
Oh,
Fire.
hell yeah. Sims all over again.
Yeah, this feels like The Sims.
So you
undercooked
managed to
fish, straight to jail.
right to jail right away. And so you kind of sneak back over this way after you just. So some of these are just embers that are like not quite igniting yet. Some of these have already sparked into like sizable fires, and then you see the goblin come out, carrying like a bushel of apples essentially out of the storeroom. And he just looks around and he starts trying to throw apples at the fire.
Idiot.
Boy.
Poor boy.
Throws
Poor
the
boy is
entire
right.
bushel of apples at these flames before throwing the basket, which then ignites in the flames, and he runs out of the kitchen screaming fire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amazing.
So, back upstairs. Your new friend, he's saying, we're going to need all those guards to be out of here. Out of this floor, like downstairs, ideally. And then as he's saying that, you see this small goblin in like a chef's hat for some reason come sprinting up the stairs. And he's like, fire! There's it's all on fire. Everything on fire. This little goblin guy. Not communicating very well. And then you hear guards shouting from down below. They're shouting, "Fire in the kitchen! We need water!" And so the captain is already not here. I don't know why he's there. Get rid of him. And so the remaining 4 guards in here head down the stairs. Except for one of them actually heads over this way, and you can't see him anymore. And so at the moment, it seems clear, except for one of the guards you lost sight of over yonder.
Okay.
May are May and I? May, where are we?
You guys are in like this stairwell coming down, but like inside of this hallway. So like these guys run past you, except for you're on the stairs going up to the roof, and they're running up the stairs going down to the ground floor.
And remind me, this stairwell, how do you get into it again? Is this coming down?
There's a door downstairs. No, it goes up from the bottom floor.
It leads up. Okay.
So it's this stairwell here.
That's right, because I went down that stairwell. Okay. Cool.
So one of the guards stays seemingly up on this floor. And your new friend is just like, what the fuck is going on?
We have friends in low places.
Okay. Well, we got to get to the other side. He kind of motions like this way through here. I don't know if y'all know, this vault door, pretty much impossible to open. Gregory can't get in this hallway. So that vault door, basically a decoy. We got to get to the other vault.
Oh.
I imagine at this point, Whirl, I've been holding on to you the whole time, like holding on to your arm. We're going to sneak up once we see the guards clear out and go up behind. You guys just go, we're here.
Ah!
May, Whirl, checking in.
I do like kung fu fists. Not even worried about it. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you, not even worried about it.
No.
Do we need to take anyone out?
Oh, right. You guys are here. So one guy went into the room. We don't know if there's a stairwell over there, so he might have run down that stairwell. But we should like maybe sneak in and see if.
Yeah. I'll go find him.
Yeah, go see if he's on the other side of the vault.
May, come with me.
Okay. No killing. We're not going to kill him.
All right.
That's a story.
So non-committal.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
We'll get you guys,
Okay.
Wade and Whirl.
Where am I?
Are you guys both invisible still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You guys head over to this hallway, and you see the last of the guards seemingly like kind of like keeping an eye on the stairwell and also like in the direction that you guys are coming from. Just immediately kind of like standing guard here at the top.
May, let's choke him out. We don't have to kill him. Let's just let him sleep.
Okay, let's do it. You go first.
I think we can both just put our hands on him. Do we have a rope?
I think I do.
Oh boy.
I do.
I'm imagining
I got a rope.
I'm imagining the 2 smallest members of our party
Trying to choke out a guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Whirl's gonna grab the rope
Yep.
and say, grab the other end.
Okay.
And then fly up and try to choke him out with the rope.
Yep.
Okay.
Base rope to the tactic.
May, are you also flying?
I can't fly. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Invisible.
So this guy just sees a rope floating towards him.
If they had it on them
No,
when
the
they
rope is also invisible.
no, it would also be
The
invisible.
rope's also invisible. Yeah.
So Whirl
Okay.
basically just hit May in the face with the rope, being like, "Take this," because she can't see it. So So you're holding on to either end of the rope. Will
I'm
you fly
flying-
over
I'm
to the
flying
far
right.
side? May,
Yeah.
as you're holding on to the other end of the rope and you get within about 10 feet of him, you feel the ground underneath you like very slick, and you look down and there's like some sort of like material covering the ground here, and you should make a dexterity saving throw.
You're good at those.
Okay. Yep.
Hey,
It's gonna be fine, everyone. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, you got at least +5.
It's not fine. It's really not fine. Oh yeah. That's a 9.
Damn.
So as you hit this patch, you feel your feet go out from underneath you and you slide all the way. And as you are going to wrap the rope around him, Whirl, his feet are just cut out from under him as May comes crashing through at his feet. And he just like kind of falls to the knee for a second before he's like, what the fuck? And you see as he kind of
Task
draws.
failed successfully.
So he's kind of on the ground, but he's like looking around and like draws his sword, as well as a small dagger.
Do we hear
that
him
he
yell?
has
What the
carrying
fuck?
with him. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm coming running there.
Yeah,
just in case.
I'll turn to Con and be like, should we help?
But we should go.
Okay, so you guys are running in. So we're gonna say Whirl is over here.
I'm gonna yell, "Don't step on the floor!"
You guys hear her yell, "Don't step on the floor!" as you kind of come to this spot here. Oh wait, where's Ziggy?
You didn't even put me on the map. That's how stealthy I am.
You were a fly.
Oh.
This guy's in here, and your new friend is kind of following you guys, but like at a safe distance. Um,
I'm Jeff Goldblum.
and okay, so you guys hear them yell, "Don't yell on the floor." Let's go. Let's just do a quick initiative here. Let's see how this goes.
Yep.
Ooh, pretty good.
Ooh, pretty good.
Eric, you don't need me to roll, right?
You know what? I'm gonna have you roll, and we're gonna play through some stuff downstairs on your turn.
Hell yeah.
Fine.
Ooh.
No, 19.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Fine.
Yeah,
Maybe 19.
I can't put it in chat. Oh, actually, I can do it on my phone. I can't go to Discord on my computer while I'm streaming.
Oh, we're all at 22.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Kami had 16.
Why was the floor slippery?
You might know there's a certain spell you can cast called Grease,
Great.
and it
Really
makes it very
useful in
slippery.
Baldur's Gate 3, by the way, guys.
There you go.
Look at that.
Also, when one guard is trying to secure 2 different points of access.
All right, Mr.
Okay.
Security Man.
Whirl, you're up first in this little hallway here.
Whirl's going to, for a blip, just be like, "Do I kill him?" Be like, "Nah." And she's just gonna try to kick the dagger out of his hand while she has the rope kind of trying to situate around him.
Okay. I will say make an unarmed strike. So roll and add your dexterity modifier, but not your proficient. No, you can write. Yeah, you add your proficiency too. You don't add a damage. That's what it is. You
Oh.
add a damage modifier.
Oh, that's bad. 11.
You managed to kick the dagger, but not enough to dislodge it. So you kind of makes contact, but he kind of just drops his hand rather than the dagger. Anything else at that point? He's kind of turned his attention towards you a little bit. He's very confused. There's a lot going on.
Let's see. I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I can bonus action hex him. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action hex him.
All right. I don't think I need any roll for that, right?
Mm-mm.
Nope. You do pick Is it an ability check or a saving throw?
Chosen ability. He has disadvantage on the chosen ability.
Which ability?
Oh, frick.
You got this. I believe in you. You're gonna pick the right one.
Uh-oh. I don't like decisions like this. Uh,
Your options are strength, dex, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
I'm gonna say Dex.
Okay.
Was that an okay decision?
Yeah,
Don't know.
that's a good one.
Okay,
All right.
As long as you don't pick charisma.
you got it.
He is hexed.
Nice.
Do that.
Woo! She's a witch.
All right. Anything else?
I got better.
That's it.
All right. The guard
Oh no.
Not the
R
god.
nar.
Oh no. No.
is going to hang on. I gotta look up.
Was I able to get the rope around him at all, or no?
No, he fell before that happened.
So he's also on the
Um,
ground. He's knocked prone.
He is currently prone, yes.
Okay.
Kind of like on a knee, I guess.
Okay.
So he is going to just kind of like stand to his feet, and as he does, kind of swirl the sword and dagger in his hands, and he's going to conjure these black tentacles in the area.
He's he's a sorcerer. What?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Charisma would have been helpful.
you see
Hadar be
these like
hungry.
black shadowy tentacles kind of fill the space. And it is, let's see, 20 foot. Where?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So we'll say it's kind of
Ah.
and nothing happens yet, but he's just kind of like casted it, and then he shouts down the stairs. He says, "Little help up here," and that's it. We're gonna go to Zaire, and downstairs you hear from the top of the stairs you hear somebody shout, "Little help up here." And there's a number of guards that have kind of rushed down to the kitchen, and a couple of them say, "We're a little busy," and um, so you kind of got some chaos down here. There's a couple of guards that have now rushed down. One of them kind of ran out this door where you were standing, so you kind of had to like step out of the way a little bit as he ran past, and he seemingly ran out the door like towards the river. Any way you want to sow chaos down here?
Yeah, so I wanna. Is there like a solid fire? Like, does it anything else need to be? Or is it like
There's a lot of like little things that have caught on fire now. It's definitely growing.
is the stairwell stone or wood?
It's stone, but it's got like carpet sort of on it, right? Like a runner,
Perfect.
so to speak.
So I carry with me a tinder box. And in the tinder box, there is kindling that's already pre-soaked in oil. And it's invisible because it's on me. So I'm gonna light. I mean, they're gonna see it. I think with the fire, but I'm gonna light the tinder box. Like I'm gonna hear that like little help up there. See that like this is the stairway leading up, and I'm gonna light that and then put it on the carpet to try to
Okay.
light this carpet on fire.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so you got a couple of guards who are in here trying to fight it off. Yeah, I'll say easy enough. As your action, you basically start the fire, and it kind of starts to grow up the stairs as it goes. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
Do
your
I have any
action.
more movement left on my turn?
I got a couple feet probably.
All right, I'm gonna move back towards that side door where the guard ran out. Cause wait, you say you ran out that side door, probably going to the.
In that direction, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go to that door.
Okay. So we'll say you get kind of back this way.
Okay.
All right. Let's get back to the top of the stairs. So at the top of the stairs, you guys continue the fight, and Ziggy, it's your turn, and you start to see smoke rising from this staircase over here. Yeah, you're up. I can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
You're muted or
I'll be
something weird
like,
is happening.
"Attaboy, Zaire." And then I'll look to the guy and be like, none of these weird fucking tentacles. And I'm going to dispel magic on whatever the fuck that is.
Okay. What level do you cast Dispel Magic at?
3rd level.
Okay. I need you to make a roll then, I
Okay.
believe.
Yep. It's 10 plus the spell's level, adding my spellcasting ability check, which is a +8.
Right. Yep.
Oh, that's hella dispel. 15 plus 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you sure you didn't cast it at level 13?
He cast it at level. Fuck you. Shoots you for 10d 1000 damage. Pulls out a gun and shoots you. So yeah, you feel a little bit of resistance for a moment as you kind of like channel your own anti-magic, so to speak. Before there's just like a poof, and these sort of like shadowy, dark tentacles just fall away, and they are gone.
Okay, and then I'll look to everybody in the room and be like, "Don't forget, guys!" And I'll pull out the potion of water breathing, and I will drink the potion of water breathing.
Okay. And so May and Whirl, you guys kind of felt these like very oppressive, like shadowy forces all around you, literally pressing in on you, and then in a moment they were just gone. Okay,
So I'll do that, and then I'm going to move myself. This is a door, right?
Yeah, it is. That's not bad.
I'll move myself to that door.
Okay. As you kind of go past, your friend there is like, are we good? Is it my turn? I
Yeah,
gotta get in there.
all you, dude. And then I'll yell to Kami, Kami, give this guy a potion. And then I'll go to the door and just kind of like keep watch out the door.
All right, so I will say, for the sake of expediency, it's 4-on-1 here, and his last ditch effort was just dispelled. How do you want to deal with this individual here?
Knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, I'll go knock him out.
And then put
Okay.
him in the
I'll say that's something you all together can do fairly easily. So that guard is out. The fire is now creeping up the stairwell, making it essentially an impassable avenue right now. Nobody can get up there. And your friend comes walking by, and this large suit of armor, you see him reach out and touch it, and you see it kind of like standing with hands on its sword down, and it starts to move, and it draws its sword up and like stands more at like attention. And he says, Kami? Gregory, Kami. And the massive iron golem that looked like a suit of armor at one point sort of methodically follows the artificer down the hallway to the vault door, and you watch as the sword of the golem and his like whole arm is essentially inserted into this large central, like it's basically a keyhole that only fits like his arm. And with a twist, he then pulls his arm back, and with it, the whole door opens outward. And there's a pretty significant strain as it's kind of pulling outward. The door seems insanely heavy. And as it opens up, he kind of pulls his arm out and down. And your friend says, best to let Gregory in there and do what needs to be done. A lot of nasty traps and things in the vault. Yeah, he's not bothered by them. So what is it that you're looking for?
We're looking for a staff.
Staff,
It's
like a big stick.
Yes. It is a staff that will have some bearing to the plane of water.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I was here when they brought it in. Okay. So you watch the iron golem kind of bend down and into the vault. And you can kind of see into the vault a little bit as he goes in. I'll say you see some chests and things. Pretty open in the middle for the most part. And then you see this you see this little like separate holding area with another locked iron bars, like basically keeping this particular thing in there. And you hear a loud wrenching sound as the metal and everything is torn away. And after a few more moments, Gregory comes walking out, holding in one hand the sword that he's always got, and in the other hand he's got what seems to be the staff that you all were looking for. And so at that point, then the one commanding him says, "Okay, we got it. How the hell do we get out of here?
I
Because I
got
think
you.
our only exit is on fire."
Cool.
Whirl is picking the locks on both of those chests.
No.
You want to go in the vault?
Wait, are you invisible too, so we can't even stop you?
No,
We don't see you?
Did you attack? I think you attacked last turn.
I did attack.
Yeah.
Yes, you dropped
Okay, so you're
invisibility.
no longer invisible. Okay.
So we see you.
So you see her going in to enter the vault. You're going into the vault?
May's gonna stop her
Whirl.
or grab her by the arm.
What?
No.
Whirl or no whirling.
We just have to get out alive. We just have to get out of here. It's time for us to leave.
Everybody drink your potions.
Gotta go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna shake her hand off and walk away from the vault, but instead she's going to pick. Are these?
These right here?
Smaller chest.
Yeah.
Those are smaller chests, yes.
Pick those.
Okay.
Fine.
I'll settle for
Smaller
what I
chest.
get.
As a treat.
Yeah.
As a treat. Little treato.
Give me a check with your thieves tools. So I want to say it's sleight of hand plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus 11, so 15 plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So 18.
Okay. Yeah, these weren't particularly well kind of secured. You open it up and it seems like there's a number of like personal artifacts from the guards that are currently working. It looks like there's some clothing in there from them. Looks like a book that one of them may have been reading. A pouch that seems to contain some things, some jewelry, that kind of stuff. Are you just kind of snagging all of it?
Yeah, the stuff that looks shinier. The jewelry.
All the sentimental stuff too. Just
All right.
Maybe
And then
if
give me
I
one
make-
more check for the second chest.
Oh, the desk.
Are you guys waiting for her as she's picking these locks?
I'll be like,
we were
everybody,
probably
drink your potions, up the stairs. Let's go.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Again, it's
Maeve
similar
takes her
things. We'll go
potion.
through exactly what you have once you guys are clear out of here. But you grab a couple of it just quickly as you're on your way out.
Kami's gonna turn and run in the opposite direction, back towards the cells.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna open the cell and I'm gonna grab the unconscious guard
Okay.
and sling him over my shoulder,
Got it. Okay.
and then run back.
So you guys are heading up the stairs then?
Yes.
hmm
Are we trying?
Um,
As you pull him out, I'm like, are we trying to save this guy? Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him die in the flames.
Yeah, we should probably get the other one too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not very strong, but I'll like go and like drag him behind me.
okay. The other one's with you too.
Yeah, just like pull him up the stairs, behind us.
Okay. As you guys are kind of running through, your friend stops at this door and he says, I can't leave without Gregory.
No, of course not. Bring him.
Well, he can't fit through this door.
Okay, fine. I got fine. I didn't want to use this, but fine. I'll walk up to it and I'll stone shape around the door so that like that stone is he too tall? Is that the issue?
He's just very
Well,
big.
also,
Can I
Yeah.
just reduce it?
Oh, that's a lot easier. Yeah, do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Do
That
that.
way he can also fly with us.
Yeah,
Small.
do that.
You cast reduce and it doesn't work.
Fuck. Okay. Fine.
And
He just
his maker essentially says, yeah, should have told you. His form can't be altered. It's one of the quirks
Fuck.
of.
Okay. I'll cast
him.
stone shape and make the door twice as big as it currently is.
Okay.
Do I think that will be big enough before
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Yeah, that works. So you guys hear kind of the methodic thudding of this iron golem who's like not moving particularly quickly, but like is, as you guys are dragging bodies behind you, is like keeping up with you well enough. And you're heading up to the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to the roof. The guards that had been up here, you don't currently see them as you come up to the roof.
All right. Question to you. Well, first of all, what's your name, my guy?
My name's Chand.
Chand. Okay.
Chand Marmero, if it pleases you.
Chand, it pleases me greatly, my dude. Chand Marmero. Gregory, if he falls over the side of this wall, is he gonna be okay?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fine.
All right, cool. Tell him to jump off.
All right. And with just kind of like a nod of his head, the Iron Golem just steps essentially over the edge and drops like a fucking meteor to the ground with a significant impact on the backside of the,
Cool.
like back here.
Is he good with water?
do we see any?
We don't see guards.
There's no guards up here. No
Nowhere.
guards seem to be off the back at the moment. There's also nothing
on the
in back.
ground
It's
at
a
all?
straight wall. There's no like entrance or
Okay,
anything.
okay.
Is he
Okay.
good with water?
Do we have Zaire with us?
Nope, not at the moment. We're gonna get
We
to
don't
him in a
have
second.
Zaire.
Good. Wait.
You were asking if he's good with water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire, water, air, whatever you need. You can deal with it.
Cool.
Does he need to breathe?
No. I look at
Okay.
cock
Okay,
my-
just checking.
You're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to know this.
I've met a lot of weird creatures in the Feywild that look like this. That you just have to check. You have to check.
All right.
You never
cool.
know what's actually alive.
So let's dip. Yeah. We're gonna leave now.
We're going over the wall.
Yeah, we're
Chan
going over the
said.
wall.
I can't do that.
Why can't
I'll
you do
die.
that? Oh,
I will get hurt very badly.
don't worry about that. I'll wild shape into a giant eagle and I'll pick him up.
You can't
Sorry,
wild shape into
not
a
wild shape.
flying.
Polymorph into a giant eagle, and bloop bloop.
Okay. He kind of just like confusedly like grabs a talon. He's like not really sure what he's doing. Let's go to Zaire for a minute.
What's going on?
So this whole section is now on fire. There's guards that have now run in here trying to somehow do what they can to put that fire out. Another individual has come up back through here to try and stop with like a bucket of water that's like half spilling as he like drags it in.
Yeah.
And so he's like kind of coming through here into here, and you're just kind of stuck here in the middle at the moment.
Is the path to that door open now? That he's walked
It is
through
open.
here?
People have been kind of coming in and out of it fairly
So I'm
rapidly.
gonna try to like slip out as someone's like coming in and out of it, so it's open. Randomly.
Can I have everybody roll a d20 for me real quick?
Oh shit.
Oh.
Including myself.
Yes.
Add nothing.
Add nothing.
17.
Wow.
16.
4. Great.
5 and
Okay.
9.
Yeah, so Zaire, as you're kind of like timing it, people are kind of coming in and out. At one point, somebody kind of bursts through the door, and you take that moment to just like dart out through it as it closes.
Yep.
Yeah, you get to the outside as well. You don't know where your friends are at the moment, but you are outside at the very least.
Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as I'm outside and there's like some space, since I'm still invisible, I'm gonna shoot into the air to kind of see if I can't see what the heck's going
Okay. As you do, you kind of you fly into the air, and you watch as this giant metal person just like falls off the backside of the stronghold. And you see a couple of your friends kind of like one all of a sudden then a giant eagle, and then a couple others like kind of follow after it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly towards that.
Okay. Whirl, how are you getting off of this? Are you flying? You're flying with them all as well?
I'm flying.
All right. As you go to kind of fly off, and the rest of them are kind of already up in the air, you feel a hand kind of grab your leg. The guard that was unconscious woke up, and as you're trying to fly away now, he like grabs your leg and goes to like pull you back down. Give me a strength check, or you can do acrobatics if you want.
Yes, that's so much better. Oh, still bad. 13.
Yeah, so you're like pulled back to the roof with him as you're kind of like grappled by him now. And the rest of you guys have kind of like taken to the air, jumped off the backside of it at this point. So while you're kind of like up here by yourself with this guy, although the eagle is now taking off from the roof at the moment. What's your move?
Help!
Do I see it for as I'm like approaching them from that side angle, like from a distance?
Yeah, you probably see it. And you also see you see him pull out his sword and cast something on the sword for a moment before trying to like swing it at you, Whirl. So you see him kind of like pull out the sword and like run his hand along the length of the blade. What's everybody's move here?
So I figure
Am I able to react to that?
Well, he hasn't made an attack yet.
Where
anything
is
you're
everybody?
doing?
Where is everybody right now?
I can.
You're taking off with
Okay.
Chand.
Cool.
Kami,
Yeah, I dropped invisibility and I'm flying.
so she's flying away. Kami, did you just jump off the roof essentially? I think you're still
Yeah.
raging, more or less, at this point. I don't know if you're raging or
Mhm.
not, but
Yeah, well, no, because I wouldn't have taken any damage, so I would have fallen out of my rage.
Can I just Misty Step to get out of the grapple?
you can, yeah. Where are you misty stepping to?
Off the side of the building?
Okay.
Can't
Into the
follow.
air.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
You can
you're flying
fly.
at that
So
point.
yeah, that works.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you see him kind of run the length of his hand along the blade, and as he goes to like swing, you misty step away, and as he comes down, you hear this like percussive blast as his sword hits the stone, and like pieces of stone go like flying. But you are like out over the edge and like catch yourself with your wings for a moment, and then you guys are all at the moment kind of free of any guards.
Okay.
Now where to?
Everybody, I'm gonna drop. Like now that we're on the ground, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so pass without a trace, and you guys are now trying to sneak back to the water.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get a stealth check from the group then.
Add 10.
We're gonna make one for Chand as well.
You said add 10?
Add 10.
Oh,
Um,
27.
I'm guessing the Iron Golem, Gregory, is not included in your pass without a trace.
What's that?
Is the Iron Golem included in your pass without a trace?
Sure is. Anybody within 30 feet.
Okay.
I got a natural 20. So
well,
Actually,
good
really
because
Cool. I got a
a
natural
3.
1.
27.
Yeah, I got a 3, which is
20
13. So
33. 33 for me.
So, Tommy, what
All
was
right,
yours?
so it was a natural 1, but with the plus 10 and then a plus 4, it's a 15.
Okay, still pretty good.
Pass
Dang,
without a
everyone
trace
got
is
one.
great.
Pass without a trace is real.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's tough to mask the Iron Golem, but he's surprisingly quiet as you're moving towards the water. I don't know, something about his natural material and sort of the pass without a trace, almost like a, I don't know, he's like one with the earth here. And so he's super quiet. He rolled a 20. um,
Wait, like a natural
and
20?
yeah,
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah. Plus 10 plus minus 1, so 29. Yeah, and you guys make your way over towards the river. You see there's a boat tied up on the dock, as well as the water itself. How are you guys getting out of there?
just going in.
Into the water.
We're
Into the
swimming.
water?
Before we get in,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on Kami real quick, and I'm gonna say, "Did we just start a war between your clan and this group?"
They would never be that stupid. The Tovaro
Okay.
don't even know I'm here. If they try to go after the Tovaro for this, they're digging their own grave.
Okay. I'll get in the water.
Wait,
And
as we're
you
going,
two-
I'm going to also cut the rope on the boat.
Okay. So you hear Chan go, "Oh, that's what this is for," because nobody ever explained to him what the fuck the potion was.
Oh, yeah, you should drink that.
So he pops the top. He's gonna down that one, and him and Greg are gonna follow you guys just into the water. And Kami, you run over, cut the ropes on the boat, and after not very long, it starts to drift on the current, and it just drifts kind of downriver towards the Everreach. All right, yeah, and you guys kind of trek your way a la Pirates of the Caribbean first movie, under the water.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, Chand kind of like slips and falls with the current, and you see Gregory just basically like grab him by the back and just like march him under the water. And yeah, eventually you guys make your way to the far side of the river, kind of drag yourself up on the banks towards where you had set up camp. And you kind of take a minute, collect yourselves. That was your potion of water breathing, are you guys heading directly back, or are you grabbing your stuff and just going back to the ocean?
How long does the potion
I'd
last?
say so.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
because it's not quite as strong as your spell, but it does still give you 8 hours.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Are we confident? Sorry, are we confident that no one saw us jump into the water? Or like, what's our level of confidence there?
Not high.
We don't know.
You're not sure. You know Ziggy is
Okay.
generally the most perceptive of you all. He didn't necessarily see anybody on the docks or anything when you were
Passive
there.
18. Like nobody. There was no one visible. I would
Did
assume.
did anybody see you all upstairs?
Yeah. The guy that tried to kill Whirl, but he just knows that we escaped.
You
Not-
know what?
Yeah, but you
The
can
next
put
time someone tells me not to kill people, I'm not listening to you. Because now he knows what my face looks like. I could have killed him and we would have been just fine.
Is he the only one?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
So they know there's a Tovaro that went in, matching Kami's description. Then all this shit went down. There was at least 3 others upstairs, and okay, all right. Well,
I was invisible the whole time, but I'm the only.
you cast something, didn't you?
Fly.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Eventually fly, but
I eventually, yeah, but and yeah, so just the two of us weren't seen.
So as you guys kind of start to head back towards the water, Chand kind of grabs you, Kami. He says, I don't know where y'all are going. I don't know what you needed with all this, but I think I'm better suited for the land, as is Gregory. Really appreciate you guys helping me out there, getting me out of there. I think Greg and I are going to head east. Rumor has it the League's always looking for artificers, and I think they don't imprison them as frequently. So I think we're going to head east. I'm going to hit the highway. Good old friends, the Tovaro, keeping an eye out for the highway. So I'm going to hit the highway and not ever come back here.
I think that is a great plan. I'm so happy we could help each other out. I just have one small request, if you don't mind. I did not want to. I was asking a lot of you, and I did not want to come to you under false pretense, so I shared with you who I am, where I came from. I just asked that when you make your way to the highway and come back to the houses, maybe we didn't run into each other in our adventures.
Anybody asked? It was just me and old Greg that busted out of there.
I'm all Greg.
oh, Greg!
Do you ever drink Bailey's out of a shirt?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I hope to see y'all again. This has been interesting, and you got style. You got style. Good for you guys. Good luck.
You as well.
Thanks for
Um,
the words.
Bye,
and
Chan.
him and Gregory start kind of trundling east, somewhat slowly, but seemingly just unbothered in general by everything that just happened.
I love this so much. I did not expect on our heist that we would meet Freak the Mighty. Like, this was the best
Yeah.
surprise.
He was a battlesmith artificer.
Given his skills, I wonder how he got captured in the first place.
Yeah.
Do you love me? Could you
Okay,
learn to
you
love me?
all head back out towards the mouth of the river and into the Everreach, where the Triton sea creatures, I think the UL had come in on, were essentially hanging out in that area. And so sort of meeting up with them and returning to Tritonia, you guys are carried back that way, and you come down through sort of that opening that was in the city center. Kind of come back in, and you see the familiar center of the city with that sort of shining jewel with the sunlight that comes down, kind of illuminating from below. And yeah, your heist was successful, and I think we're gonna stop there for tonight, and we'll pick it up on the far side of this.
Wow.
We
Wow,
did
everything
it.
went according to plan.
Kinda. As-
Swimmingly, guys. What are you talking about?
Never a
we
dull
did
moment.
swim away, so
Yeah,
It
Actually.
could have been worse.
It could have been much
I
worse.
had a lot of fun with it personally.
that was
So,
fantastic.
That was a fun one.
I
That was a
loved
fun
it.
one.
It was really fun.
I had a few other plans for the fire too, but I thought it was going to take longer upstairs.
yeah,
I
that was-
learned.
Poor goblin.
it was
Freaking
like
right.
you separated them, but then immediately prevented them from like reconnecting.
Yeah, that stairs fire was clutch.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
pretty
There was
sick.
that. The other option was if I couldn't spread the fire, I had create or destroy water, so I was going to destroy water. With
Every
the
time.
bucket of water.
Oh my god.
But then I would have had to hide.
Destroying it.
That's crazy.
And then the other one was I have the thaumaturgy or whatever, and you can adjust the radiance on the flames. So I was blinding flames at them.
Ooh.
Love it.
Oh man,
Oh,
all good stuff.
man.
All good stuff.
All right.
That was
I liked the drunk kami. That was pretty good.
yeah.
I'm the house
a lot of
of
fun.
your mother's anus.
All right.
All right.
Who's,
Alright, should we
wait,
say
who's
goodbye to
playing the
Twitch?
staff?
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Who took? Yeah, bye Twitch.
Goodbye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.